The Legacy Sports Network presents Greater Houston Area High School Baseball. Today's game is brought to you by Texan Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram GMC Buick. We hear you. Also brought to you by Brant and Jen Stogner, attorney-at-law. Top Dog Fireworks, say it with a boom. Mr. Gaddy's Pizza, the best pizza in town. Honest. DeRoche Partners, we create partnerships of trust from which everyone prospers. United Community Credit Union, be united. And by Mr. Electric, we've got the power to make things better. Now it's time to go to the ballpark.
Hey, welcome to Dell Diamond in Round Rock, Texas for the 2026 UIL Class 6A Division II State Championship. An all-Houston showdown as the Tomball Cougars take on the Houston Memorial Mustangs. Hey, my name is Jeff Kemps. I'm joined here tonight by Coach Randy Wylie. Tomball Cougars here arrived tonight with a powerhouse record of 42-1-1, chasing their third state title behind a dominant pitching staff and stars like C.J. Sampson and catcher Hopkins. Where the Memorial Mustangs make history in their first ever state final with a record of 34-7, riding clutch playoff magic with two-way talent like Grant Bernardino and Isaac Richardson. It's a dynasty experience versus the Cinderella story here tonight, Wylie, right here on the biggest stage in Texas high school baseball, right here on the Legacy Sports Network. Coach Wylie, thanks for joining us here tonight for both of our first state playoff finals for either one of us in any sport. So thanks for being here tonight.
My pleasure. We're inside, which is always a good thing for me.
It is a good thing.
I like my indoors. It is an all-Houston Greater playoff. That's the best thing.
It's an all-Houston state final
Greater
here
area.
tonight.
That is fantastic.
Any thoughts here before we get into our pregame show here, Wylie?
Oh, man, both teams match up pretty well. Both of them averaging a little over 7 runs per ball game. It's going to be, I think, though, we're going to see more offense than we saw in that last game. That last game between Keller and Lake Travis.
Yep.
Only a 2-1 victory for Keller and only 4 hits in the entire game.
Pretty amazing.
I think we're going to have more than that tonight.
It's possible. We're going to find out more here in just a moment. When we come back, we have a special guest here with us this afternoon here on the pregame show here on the Legacy Sports Network.
Looking for the most complete coverage of Texas high school baseball? Then make Texas high school baseball your home all season long. From rankings and district standings to playoff coverage, player spotlights, schedules, scores, and recruiting news, Texas high school baseball connects coaches, players, parents, and fans from across the Lone Star State. Follow the excitement from first pitch to state championship weekend. Visit Texas high school baseball today and stay connected to the game you love. That's Texas high school baseball at txhighschoolbaseball.com.
Hey, welcome back here to Dell Diamond Ballpark here tonight for the 2026 UIL Class 6A Division II State Championship with the Tomball Cougars taking on the Memorial Mustangs, two schools from the fine city of Houston, Texas. Well, Coach Wylie with us in our booth is a gentleman that you know really well. Do you want to introduce who our gentleman is here with us tonight?
We are privileged to have the one, the guru, the man himself, Mr. John Portman from the Houston Chronicle. John, thank you. Buddy, man, we go too far back, we don't even want to talk about it.
Yeah, long ways ago.
Long time ago.
Back to my days working at the Conroe Courier covering Montgomery County, and yeah, it's been a fun ride.
Good times.
Yeah.
But now you're up in the big boy show.
Yes, absolutely, yeah.
So, John, I've seen all sorts of articles you've written this past week. You know about these ball clubs. Tell me what your thoughts are after interviewing and all the great writing that you've done this week on the Houston Chronicle for this baseball game tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a great matchup. For the third consecutive year, we're getting a Houston versus Houston matchup in a state championship game. Of course, Tomball is now a part of all three of those matchups. So obviously what Coach Doug Rush has done with this program and continuing to strive for greatness to get back here to Round Rock. They've done an excellent job. And then Memorial really has been a great story. Head football coach Brooks Hack took over early in the season, and they just kind of took off. They're 24-1 in their last 25 games, and so they've got certainly a lot of momentum heading into this one. And, I'm looking forward to it. Regardless of who wins tonight, the Houston area will have at least one state champion in baseball for the 4th consecutive year. That hasn't happened since 1992 to 1995. So, a big game here for the Houston area.
Look at John bringing stats here with you, Wylie. That's pretty good. Okay, so since you've been covering these two teams here this week, what has stand out to you the most for both ball clubs from your reporting that you saw?
I mean, I'm really looking forward to this pitching matchup. On one hand, for Tomball, you've got C.J. Sampson, a future Aggie, A&M signee, who has really just been lights out for the last 3 seasons. And you're talking about a guy who has pitched on this stage before. His dad, Chris Sampson, a former Astros pitcher, used to pitch here for the Round Rock Express. So it's a special moment anytime he gets to play at Dell Diamond. And then on the other side, Grant Sparandio, a Texas commit, just a junior, but he's had an excellent season as well, 11-1, and he's been, a really solid performer for them during this postseason run as well. And so, hits and runs are going to come at a premium, and I would expect. Randy, you said more offense in this game than the last one. I wouldn't be so sure about that. I'm not. 4 hits is not very many, but these guys have been lights out all season, so. These lineups, these batters are going to have to earn it out here tonight.
And I think these guys, I know Coach Rush, he likes to go a long time with his starting pitcher. Mm-hmm. So I'd be surprised to see Sampson going into 5 or 6, maybe even getting a complete game.
Yeah, absolutely.
What about Coach Hawk and with Grant?
Yeah, I mean,
Grant goes a long way too.
Grant is a guy that is certainly capable of throwing a complete game. He's done it already in the playoffs this year. And Sampson hasn't gone less than 6 innings in any of his 5 starts during these playoffs. So you're talking about guys that, can really pump strikes, can, limit base runners, do everything you want out of a starting pitcher and go deep in the game and, make some things happen. So this game very well could come down to, who can make some plays late, who can, get some guys on base, get some runners over, and maybe scratch a couple runs across. So I'm really looking forward to it.
And of course, all hands on deck because you only have a 1 game.
Yes.
Instead of having a normal 3 games in the playoffs.
Yeah.
We got 1 game. I don't know that. I don't know why, but.
Yeah, it's definitely an interesting dynamic, but like you said, it's all hands on deck, and both of these teams have multiple really strong pitchers. So. Even if the starters get knocked out or, whatever may happen, they both have guys that can come in and get the job done as well.
Very good.
Pretty good
John,
depth.
where can folks find you on social media?
Yeah, I'm on X, formerly Twitter, at John Poorman, just my name, JONPOORMAN, and you can read all my work at HoustonChronicle.com.
And you do all high school sports, do you not?
Yes, yeah. This is the last event for me of the year. It's been a long year in 25-26, but it's been a good one. So looking forward to finishing off here tonight.
Very good, John. Thanks for being with us.
Thank
More
you.
with us right after this on the Legacy Sports Network.
DeRoche Partners, LLP, located in Houston and Dallas, offers a complete range of tax assurance and consulting services to a diverse portfolio of clients. Their team is dedicated to the highest ethics of our profession with a commitment to excellence. This is accomplished by putting an emphasis on providing superior professional services specifically tailored to meet the needs of our clients. DeRoche Partners aim to provide valuable insight, effective solutions, and maintain long-lasting business relationships. Their high recruiting standards and culture of excellence is uncommon and unrivaled. They want to wish all the student athletes good luck. Visit DeRoche Partners on the web at dpllp.cpa.
Hey, welcome back here to Dell Diamond Ballpark. We thank our good friend John Poorman for being here with us this afternoon here on the pregame show here on the Legacy Sports Network. Hey, I had the opportunity to speak to both coaches here this evening. Let's hear from Coach Doug Rush who is the coach of the Tomball Cougars here this evening for the state championship baseball game here tonight. And welcome to the Legacy Sports Network pregame show here with Coach Doug Rush of the Tomball Cougars. Coach, this is year number 3. You've got quite a few players that have played the last 3 years in the playoffs here at Dell Diamond. How's your team feel coming into today's game after that great series against Marcus last week?
Well, they're excited. It took a while for the week to get over with. I mean, we played last Saturday. Didn't think this Saturday would ever come. So I think today, just kind of gauging them, they're just ready to play.
Any injuries or anything with your players that need to watch out for today?
No, we're good. We're not all banged up or anything. We've gotten a couple guys back in the last couple weeks, so we should be good to go.
All right, I always like to talk about one of your players. Tell me about Brady Burrow on your ball club. What do you think about Brady Burrow in your lineup on a daily basis?
Well, he's just got a lot of grit. I mean, he's a short, stocky dude that runs well and has great at-bats. He's been all district 2 years in a row and just always fired up and fires everybody else up. And so he's kind of one of the catalysts of the team. Really good leader.
I would agree with that comment. I enjoy his at-bats. He takes a lot of pitches, works the pitch count, and gets himself on base, it seems like, on a consistent basis, which is pretty impressive. So.
Yeah, he's done a good job for us.
Okay, I know everybody's asked you the question, how's this team compared to others? Let me ask you, how do you personally feel about your season this year?
Oh, it's been magical. I mean, we 42-1-1. It's hard to be upset about that. I mean, if we lose today, it'll be, one of the most incredible seasons in Texas high school baseball history, but also in Tomball history.
Where's this rank in your career, would you say, this season for your team?
I mean, it's right up there. This is our 5th trip to the state tournament and 4th to the state championship game, and then we've had some teams that went really deep that were, probably weren't as talented but overachieved. So it's hard for me to rank them. It's just been an incredibly enjoyable year, though.
Very cool. Anything you'd like to last say to your fans from the Tomball community?
Well, I just appreciate all the support. It's an incredible town with incredible administration, and they raise incredible kids there, and it's just been a blessing to be here.
Very cool. Coach, I appreciate all the time this playoff season. Good luck this afternoon.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, more on the Legacy Sports Network right after this.
We've got the power to make things right. Mr. Electric, show you the light.
Looking for electrical help you can count on? Switch to Mr. Electric. We have some of the best trained electricians in the business, and they're ready to help you with any project, big or small. Best of all, with Mr. Electric, our work is 100% guaranteed. That's why so many people trust Mr. Electric.
We've got the power to make things better. Mr. Electric.
Real cheese, real hot, real taste is what we've got. Real fresh, real fast. All those other pizzas are a thing of the past. Mr. Gatti's Pizza in Houston on Uvalde Road offers a wide selection on their daily fast feast, all-you-can-eat pizza, pasta, salad, and dessert buffet. Don't forget about the entertainment center for the kids. Games, games, and games. Open for lunch or dinner. Gotta get Gatti's. Mr. Gatti's Pizza, the best pizza in town. Honest.
Hey, back here to Dell Diamond Ballpark here for tonight's state championship baseball game. Had an opportunity, Coach, to speak to Coach Brooks Hack of the Memorial Mustangs. Here's that interview that I had with him this afternoon. Hey, welcome back to the Legacy Sports Network. I'm here with the head coach of the Memorial Mustangs, Coach Brooks Hack. Coach, what a cool story. I mean, I heard about your story during the season. Tell me about the culture you were able to bring from football to baseball to this baseball team.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was just more so, man, like, again, what I truly believe in and where I learned from my mentors is man, like the kids got to have fun, and you got to have a player-led team if you want to have success. And all the teams that I played on, that were successful, whether it was at Katy or in college or whatever, man, like the team led the charge. It wasn't the coaches. The coaches kind of just gave you the parameters and tried to put you in the right situations. But at the end of the day, man, like we don't hit the ball, we don't pitch the ball. So I mean, it's making sure that, man, like these kids are out there, they believe in what they're doing, and I think when you have belief, great things can happen.
Okay, so tell me who some of these players are on your team that have stepped up to the challenge that you've given them.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the big ones are Grant Sprandio and Matthew Manis on the mound, and then at the plate, like a Jake Ernest, a Tanner Durda. Obviously, Isaac Richardson hits a home run last week to be able to send us here. So, man, and those names could go on and on and on, because, like, we have about 14-ish or so seniors that have, like, really stepped up, man, and have taken this team by the horns and have led us the right way.
Okay, so tell me, you just named off some great players. Tell me players that don't get enough credit, that do the grit and hustle on a daily basis, that they just don't get enough credit on your baseball team.
Yeah, I mean, I think we have a ton of those, and I think some that quickly jump off of my mind are Ethan Bayless at first base, who bats cleanup for us, kind of as an unsung hero. Boone McLaughlin, who plays second base, bats in the 9-hole, who constantly is just flipping our lineup over and kind of almost like a leadoff in that 9-hole. And then obviously one of our better players, man, honestly, he's kind of under the radar, is Halen Hines in center field, who's honestly a 3-sport athlete at Memorial. Kind of came out for football this past year, plays basketball, 4-year letterman, and been killing it this year in this postseason for us.
Very cool. Coach, we got fans from Memorial all around the country that are listening. Can you give a shout out to your fans? Tell them what you think about what you've been able to accomplish this season.
Yeah, I think, man, shout out to y'all. This is a special, special place, and the special place is because of you guys in this community and in the way that you've raised these boys, these kids to have unbelievable work ethic, to men of integrity, all the things. So that makes our job just a heck of a lot easier and more fun. So, man, this is for you guys back at home.
Very good. Coach, thanks again. Have good luck this afternoon. More with us on the Legacy Sports Network right after this.
Have you noticed bad behavior has become normalized at interscholastic athletic events? Some fans seem angry. They lack civility toward one another. Some even get aggressive and unruly. Time out! What is going on? This has to stop. Let's not forget, school sports aren't just about winning. And they're definitely not an excuse to take your frustrations out on the official or the opponent. They're about teaching lessons like perseverance, respect, and empathy, so students can learn and grow as people, not just as players. We all have a role to play in setting a good example for our students and teaching them these important values. So fans, it's time to step up your game and behave positively at interscholastic athletic events in Texas.
This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Hey, welcome back here to Dell Diamond Ballpark, where the opening lineups are being announced here tonight for this baseball game here this evening. Coach Wylie, thoughts here coming into this baseball game here tonight for both these ball clubs?
I thought we would take a look at the road to get here for Tomball. They started in by district with a defeat against Langham Creek, 8-0 and 20-4. In the area game, they beat a team called Oak Ridge. I'm a little familiar with them. 4-2, 7-2. Regional semifinals, they defeated Rowlett 4-0 and 10-1. In the regional finals, Tyler Legacy, they defeated them 6-1 and 15-0. In the state semifinals last week, they lost game 1 against Flower Mound Marcus by a score of 2-1, but they bounced back in game 2, won it 11-4, and won that thriller in game 3, 8-6. For the Mustangs out of Memorial, they defeated Westside 10-0, 16-1. In the area round, they took on George Ranch. They tied 2-1 ball game, 4-2 ball game against the Alvin Yellow Jackets. They in the semifinals, they beat Alvin 6-0 and 15-0. In the regional finals, they took on Katy Tompkins, won 4-0 and 12-4, in a very tough matchup in their semifinals against a very good Dripping Springs team. They won the first game 10-5. They lost game 2, 3-2, but they come back and win game number 3, 2-1. So that brought us our all Greater Houston area showdown. Tomball has overwhelmed opponents in the last 8 of 10 playoff games, scoring at least more than 3 runs than their opponent. And they've got just a who's who in their lineup with Sampson, Fosdick, who's been playing really well, Corbin Cook, Gafford, Spring Branch Memorial. They're led by Ernest offensively, 469, 16 runs scored. Isaac Otto Richardson, and their pitcher, Grant Sperardino.
Well, with that, we got the national anthem happening. We'll be back right here on the Legacy Sports Network.
If you're tired of sorting through online directories and classified ads to find your perfect home, look no further than Elio Alanis and his team with the Alanis Real Estate Group. Elio is a local real estate agent in Houston and also a CE King alum, and he just wants to help you find the perfect home for your family. Ditch the stress of going to viewing after viewing only to be let down. Connect with Elio Alanis and the Alanis Real Estate Group. Go to wearehtx.com to learn more. The Alanis Real Estate Group, we are real estate.
Life happens. Maybe a work trip, a family event, or you just want to watch the game at home. Don't let the tickets go to waste. With Quick Assist, your seat gets listed for sale on every major marketplace simultaneously. No more juggling apps or stressing over resale. We make it fast and hassle-free, so you save time and put money back in your pocket. From pro to college, Quick Assist has you covered. Download the Quick Assist app by scanning the QR code on our Legacy Sports Network website. Quick Assist, your ticket everywhere.
My name is Jeff Kemps. Sitting by me tonight is Coach Randy Wylie here from Round Rock, Texas at Dell Diamond Baseball Field here tonight for the 2026 6A Division II State Championship with the Tomball Cougars taking on the Memorial Mustangs. Starting tonight will be the Memorial Mustangs. They will be the visiting team, where the Tomball Cougars will be the home team in this ball game here tonight. Coach Wylie, you want to give the opening lineup here tonight for the Memorial Mustangs?
Yeah, we'll go through the lineups, and I was going to mention one other thing, Jeff, I forgot about. The thing for Tomball all year has been take it back. That's because this time last year they lost to Kingwood 5-4. They had 10 hits in the ball game. Kingwood had 11. Kingwood scored 4 runs in the 5th inning. Tomball scored 2 in the 5th inning. Sampson actually got into the ball game, pitched 2 innings, gave up 3 hits, no runs, no walks, and struck out 1. Hopkins went 0 for 4 at the plate. Sampson went 2 for 4. Burrow, your boy, Brady Burrow, went 2 for 3. And Nolan Rush was the DH in that ball game. He went 0 for 2. Let's take a look at the starting lineups for your Houston Memorial Mustangs. They'll lead things off with their second baseman, or their shortstop, Evan Monterenza. It'll be the 2-hole batter, Jake Ernest, in left field. Batting in the third spot, the guy going to Sam Houston. Go Bearcats. Tanner Darda, he'll be in right field. Batting in the cleanup is Ethan Bayless. He'll be over at first base. Batting in the 5-hole will be Isaac Otto Richardson, the third baseman. He had that big home run against Dripping Springs. Higginland Hines, who Coach talked about, will bat 6. He'll be in center field. Matthew Mattis will be their DH. He's their other pitcher that we could possibly see tonight. Dylan Norris will be behind the bump. He'll be batting 8th. And batting ninth will be Boone McGoughlin, the second baseman for the Houston Memorial Mustangs.
So C.J. Sampson's getting the start here tonight for the Tomball Cougars here in the playoffs. This will be game number 6 he has started. He's won 4 games, pitched 32 innings pitched with an ERA of 1.09. He throws 69% of his pitches for a strike. The only games that he was pretty much giving up a couple runs was against the Oak Ridge Warriors and the Marcus Marauders. He's only given up 5 runs in the playoffs. So he's a right-handed pitcher. We're ready to start here. Here's the first pitch at 7:04 p.m. from Round Rock, Texas, and it is in there for strike 1 to Moretzin at the plate.
Here, Texas high school baseball always has these ratings of their ball players. Sampson currently with 15. He leads the league.
Swing and a miss. 0-2. Meritzen is a left-handed batter at the plate here for the Memorial Mustangs. Here in the playoffs, he's been batting, and during the season, batting .467.
He is a good one. Has a lot of speed. If he gets on base, look out, because he is a threat to steal. In the playoffs, as you said, 333 in the playoffs.
Yep, playoffs, 333 during the season.
408.
467. So here comes the right-hander, Sampson. The Cougars pitch on an 0-2 pitch. Fouls it off to the left side.
Got to be some nerves.
Definitely got to have some nerves. I think Tomball, even though this is game number 3 year in a row, they're still going to have nerves as well. Sampson out on the mound, the senior, going to Texas A&M here for the Cougars. Standing a little bit in the sun, but the rest of the field is in the shade. Here's the next pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him.
First strikeout for Sampson tonight.
So swing and a miss. That's going to bring up to the plate Jake Ernest for the Memorial Mustangs. Jake Ernest here in the playoffs batting .469, one of the hotter hitters, 15 hits and 32 plate appearances. He's got 10 RBIs. He's one of the hotter hitters on this ball club, and he's batting left-handed against Sampson the Cougar. So here comes the first pitch by Sampson. Swing and a miss. 0-1. So we got a cool radar gun here tonight. Sampson's pitching about 82 to 89 miles per hour here at the moment. So Sampson's set. Here comes the 0-1 pitch by the right-hander. High, 1-1. Let's hit the defensive alignment here for the Cougars. In left field, Brady Burrow. In center field today, Lane Bradford. In right field, Caleb Gafford. On the infield at third base, Nolan Rush. Shortstop, catcher Hopkins. Second base today is Hunter Myers. At first base, Keegan Fosdick. Next pitch, swing and a miss. And catching Sampson today is Daniel O'Brien, the senior as well. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Ernest at the plate.
Ernest, another left-hander. So they can throw a couple of lefties at you right off the bat.
Here's a 1-2 pitch by Sampson. Gets away from Bryant, 2-2.
Ernest in the playoffs, I have him at 310. And actually 310 for the season, 469 in the playoffs.
Yeah, 469 with a 581 on-base percentage. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Ernest at the plate. Sampson looking into O'Brien. Here's the right-hander's pitch. Fouls it off to the left side. Keep it alive. Still 2-2. No runners on. Just starting here at the top of the first inning from Dell Diamond Ballpark here in Round Rock, Texas for this 6A Division II state championship game. Thanks for joining us here tonight on the Legacy Sports Network with Coach Randy Wylie and my name Jeff Kemps on the call. Here's a 2-2 pitch by the Cougar right-hander. Inside, ball 3. So Ernest has worked this count now into his favor to a full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes with 1 out. On deck, Tanner Durda for the Mustangs. So Sampson, first time he's running a little bit of trouble here tonight. He's only in the playoffs walked 3 batters. Here comes a 3-2 pitch by Sampson. Bouncing ball, gets by Myers in the right field for a base hit.
Just got it right outside the edge. They're going to score that as a hit, as you said. First base runner aboard for the Mustangs.
So we got a runner on first base. That's going to bring up now Tanner Durda. Tanner Durda tonight playing right field in the playoffs, batting .321 on the season, batting .377. Tanner Durda has 9 hits in 28 plate appearances. He's a right-handed batter. So Sampson's now going to work out of the stretch here with 1 out, and Ernest over there at first base. Ernest in the playoffs is 4 for 4 in stolen bases. Keegan Fosdick holding him on. First pitch by Sampson on the outside corner for ball 1. 1-0 on that 76-mile-an-hour curveball.
Darda's average has dropped a little bit in the postseason.
So over there at first base, Ernest is in the sun. Fosdick is also in the sun. Throw over to first, checking on him. Gets back easily.
The key word, though, is sun.
Yep, looking right into the sun here at the moment is the first
do what we
baseman.
did last night. Man, thank goodness we weren't working last night.
No, we got good, clear skies. So here comes the 1-0 pitch by Sampson. Fouls it off to the right side. 1 ball, 1 strike.
They had a total of 7 rain delays and or lightning delays last night.
And that's one of the reasons why this game that was supposed to start at 4 p.m. here local time started at 7 p.m. They put another game in place. And here we are, though. We're thanks for you being with us here tonight on the Legacy Sports Network from Dell Diamond Ballpark in Round Rock, Texas. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's a right-hander pitch by Sampson. Swing and a miss by Durda. That was a big swing on the 81-mile-an-hour pitch there by Sampson.
Bayless will be on deck for the Mustangs.
So the Mustangs, cool story, 34-7 on the season. There's their first state title appearance. Sampson looking into his catcher, O'Brien. The Cougar throws back over to first base to Fosdick, and diving back in is Ernest at first base.
You're going to try to keep him close to the bag. Can't blame them.
He's got 4 for 4 in stolen bases. 1 ball, 2 strikes, not a count to run on, but you never know. Here's a 1-2 pitch by Sampson. On the outside corner, got him looking. Strike 3. And Durda did not like that call. He turned around, looked at the umpire like, no way that was a strike, but the umpire says it is, and he's walking back to home, back to the dugout. Still saying a couple words to our home plate umpire here tonight, and our home plate umpire is Dustin Harris. And at first base, Marvin Kastick. At second base is Kevin Ellis. And at third base is Eric Rosar.
Second strikeout for CJ.
So here's Ethan Bayless, the left-handed batter at the plate, playing first base here tonight for the team. First pitch by Sampson in there for strike 1. 0-1.
Look, another left-hander.
Lots of left-handers on this ball club.
Lefty, righty, and now back to a lefty again.
Bayless been struggling here in the playoffs, batting .235 on the season. So runner on first base is Ernest for the Mustangs. Throw back over to first base, and he's easily back in. So Ethan Bayless batting .308 in the playoffs, struggling a little bit here or .308 during the season. .235 in the playoffs, 8 hits in 34 plate appearances.
Take it off, going to go down.
Throw down. Did they get him? No, nope. Just barely got in. Good throw there by Bryant, but it bounced in, and Ernest goes down to second base with a stolen base. Catcher Hopkins tried to get him. Catcher Hopkins is the shortstop, not playing catcher, playing shortstop, going to Texas A&M. So the pitch there was a ball. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Now runner in scoring position here for Bayless. So first opportunity here in the game for Memorial. 2 outs, top of the first inning. This is the number 4 batter for the Mustangs. He's a cleanup hitter, Ethan Bayless. Left-handed batter still standing there. Sampson, the Cougars' right-hander pitch on the outside corner for strike 2, 1 and 2. 2 outs in the inning here at the moment. And those 2 outs came by strikeouts by Sampson. So Sampson working out of the stretch. Got his right foot on the 24-inch rubber. He's set. Looking back to second base at Ernest. Here comes a 1-2 pitch by the right-hander. Check swing. Did not even check it, but ball 2. 2 and 2. Didn't even look down to the third base umpire, Eric Rosar. So deuce is wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on second base. Top of the first inning here in the state championship game.
You want to get this guy out because the guy on deck can
Swing and
do
a miss.
some damage.
Got him. Struck out the side, Wylie. And that's the end of the bottom of the first, or the top of the first inning. So the Cougars coming up to bat. We're going to find out who the starting lineup is and more right after this on the Legacy Sports Network.
Legacy Sports Network, now celebrating 18 years of broadcasting excellence. We are your home for local high school sports coverage. Expect excellent audio and video production. Whether you're listening at home or at the game, find us at lsnsports.com. Legacy Sports Network, building a legacy one game at a time.
State Championship 2026 Division 6A Division II State Finals here tonight from Dell Diamond Ballpark. Tomball Cougars taking on the Memorial Mustangs, who just batted here in the top of the first inning, and CJ Sampson strikes out the side, leaves a runner on base for the Memorial Mustangs. Tomball Cougars coming up to bat. Coach Wylie, you want to tell the listeners who the starting lineup is for the Tomball Cougars?
We'll start things off with their pitcher, C.J. Sampson. He'll bat in the leadoff spot. Keegan Fosdick will bat second. He'll be over at first base. Catcher Hopkins will bat third. He'll be at short today. Nolan Rush will do the cleanups at third base. We're going to bring Corbett Cook into the DH spot in the 5-hole. Brady Burrow, your favorite, will bat 6. He'll be in left field. Caleb Gafford will bat 7th. He'll be in right field. And the catcher will be Daniel O'Brien. Hunter Myers will get a start at second base, and he'll bat 9th. And the DH batter, Cook, is batting for Lane Bradford, who is playing center field.
So tonight we have Spernandino pitching tonight for this ball club. Coach Wylie and I have had a lot of conversations about him before coming into the
He is a very good one. Only a junior, already committed to Texas. But look at the numbers. This is his 15th start. Has an ERA of 1.62. 11-1 record. Has a whip of 1.02. Has thrown 60.2 innings of work, given up 36 hits, 20 runs. 14 of those have been earned. And the numbers I really like, 30 walks, but 91 strikeouts.
Well, here he goes. First pitch by the right-hander to C.J. Sampson is fouled.
And he can bring the heat.
That pitch right there was 94 miles per hour. He averaged between 94 to 97 miles per hour. He is far on the rubber. He's all the way to the far right side of the rubber. Next pitch on the outside corner, ball 1.
That's hotter than the temperature outside.
So C.J. Sampson leading off. He's been leading off in the playoffs. A left-handed batter, a little bit of an open stance. 1 ball, 1 strike. Spernandino working quickly here at the moment. Here's the right-hander's pitch. And Sampson hits it right into the hole by second base, and we got a base hit here for the Tomball Cougars to start the bottom of the first inning.
Sampson continuing his hot plate appearance in the playoffs, batting .667.
Yeah, in the last 4 games, batting .467. Coach, you want to tell the listeners who the defensive alignment is here for the Memorial Mustangs?
We're going to start at third. It'll be Isaac Otto Richardson. Evan, how do you pronounce that name? Moritzen. He'll be at shortstop. Boone McLaughlin will be at second. And first base is Ethan Bayless. Behind the bump is Dylan Norris. In left field is Jake Ernest. In center field is Hayden Hines. And in right field, Tanner Dorda. That is spelled D-R-D-A.
Dorda. So here is Keegan Fosdick, one of the hottest hitters on this Tomball Cougar team. The right-handed batter, sophomore, hits the first pitch down the right field line. It's going to drop all the way to the wall. There goes Sampson around second. Sampson's on his way to third. They're going to stop Sampson at third. Great throw in there by Dorda in right field. And the Cougars have runners on second and third base with no outs.
They're jumping on the early pitches.
Keegan Fosdick, who has been on fire in the last 4 games. Keegan Fosdick batting .563 with a first pitch swinging and a double down the right field line. Great hustle there by Dorda in the outfield to get that ball in quickly with the speed of Sampson. And Sampson stops at third base by the third base coach of the Cougars. So here comes catcher Hopkins, the switch hitter, going to Texas A&M as well. The senior, left-handed batter, stepping in. Hit a home run in the Marcus Marauder series and played well in that Marcus Marauder series.
Sarala is running for Sampson at third.
First pitch in there for strike 1. 0-1.
We've seen that a lot this year.
So Sarala running for Sampson, which makes sense because Sampson is pitching here tonight.
Yeah. Want to kind of save some of his energy.
So no balls, 1 strike to catcher Hopkins. No outs, 2 runners on. Here's the right-hander's pitch. Bouncing ball to the second baseman, McLaughlin. He struggles with it, picks it up, but the run scores.
Fielder's choice. Puts the first run on the board for Tomball. And that is an important, you want to get off to a quick lead.
Boy, what a way to start the game here for the Cougars. And they take the lead 1-0 with 1 out. Still a runner in scoring position at third base, 90 feet away with Nolan Rush. Nolan Rush coming to the plate, the coach's son. Left-handed batter, open stance.
Rush on the season 404 in the playoffs, a little bit of a struggle.
Bouncing ball to the shortstop. He picks it off the ground. He can't get it. And it's going to be a base hit. And they bring another run in. It's now 2-0. The Cougars with the lead here in the bottom of the first inning.
Able to score is Fosdick.
And you know, Wylie, they're swinging at first pitches in this game,
That's what
which
I'm saying.
is
They're jumping on the early
unusual.
pitches.
And that's the way you got to get to a starting pitcher, especially a guy like this. He's probably got some nerves, and they jump on him quick with a 2-0 lead here already start the bottom of the first inning. Now at the plate, Corbin Cook, the right-handed batter. Snap throw to first. Ball gets away, and Rush cannot get going, and he does. He gets to go to second base because the ball was thrown away into the stands.
So he gets the base.
So a bad throw by Sprinadino over there to first base to Bayless, and now you got a runner in scoring position in Rush, and the catcher coming out to have a quick conversation. That is his catcher Norris coming out there to have a little conversation. Dylan Norris just trying to calm Sprinadino down here at the moment. 2 runs scored here for the Cougars in the bottom of the first inning. C.J. Sampson with a base hit to right field. Then Keegan Fosdick, first pitch swinging, hits a double down the right field line. And then they bring in a run on catcher Hopkins, bouncing ball to second base. And now Nolan Rush gets a base hit, and that brings in Keegan Fosdick from third. We're 2-0 here in the bottom of the first inning with 1 out still. Corbin Cook, the right-hander, at the plate.
3 base hits, 2 runs.
Corbin Cook batting .364 in the playoffs. First pitch is in there for strike 1, 0-1.
Cook a .256 average for the season, so he has really stepped it up in the playoffs, Jeff.
He's done really well in the Rowlett series. He's batted 500 in the Tyler Legacy 400. He struggled in the Marcus Marauder series a little bit. So here comes the 0-1 pitch by the Mustang. Bouncing ball, foul. 0-2.
They did rule that, by the way, as Rush was able to move down to second on the error on the pitcher, so it is an E1.
So Corbin Cook at the plate. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Rush is at second base. Cougars with the lead here, 2-0 in the bottom of the first inning. Getting to Sprinadino quickly. Here comes the right-hander Mustang pitch. Fouls it off.
And swing and strike, but he got to throw it to first.
And got him.
Just got him by half a step.
So a swinging
that was a close
third
play.
strike.
2 outs now on the board. Tell you what, there's a lot of, I was looking at that last night. You got a lot of room back in the backstop compared to what you have, let's say, your normal high school fields.
So you know what? I did a little research, and believe it or not, Wylie.
I can't believe that. You did research?
I know. From home plate to the back of the backstop is only 55 feet. It's less than it is from the pitching mound to the home plate, they said.
It looks much bigger,
It
though.
does, but they're saying it's only 55 feet, so it's actually less distance. So we got a runner now at third base. 2 outs. At the plate is Brady Burrell. First pitch to Brady is outside, ball 1.
Speaking of dimensions, why don't you tell us the dimensions here at Dell Diamond?
So Dell Diamond dimensions, down the left field line, 335. To dead center, 400. But the left center and right center, 407. And the right field line, 325. Next pitch is a ball to Brady Burrell, 2-0.
You got to think, though, Jeff, some of this has got to be contributed to a little nerves on Memorial's part.
This is their first time being in a state championship game where this is Tomball's 3rd year in a row. 2-0 pitch by the Mustang. Outside, ball 3. This is the Brady Burrell at bat. So just to share who Brady Burrell is. Brady Burrell is leading the team in the playoffs with walks, 14 walks. He is contributing 18% of this team's walks. They've walked 80 times in the playoffs. Next pitch on the outside corner, strike 1. Brady Burrell, he will work a pitcher's pitch count, a tremendous number, and go from 4 pitches all the way to 8 to 10 pitches. So 3 balls, 1 strike to Burrell, the left-handed batter at the plate. Here's the right-hander Mustang pitch, outside, ball 4, and there's the Brady Burrell walk.
There's the walk.
Brady Burrell, that's what Brady Burrell does. He gets walks or he gets a hit. So here comes Caleb Gafford. Caleb Gafford, who has been a doubles machine here in the playoffs, is coming to the plate batting .308 in his last 4 games in the playoffs. Caleb Gafford batting .364.
on that Corbin Cook drop third strike, we forgot to mention, or maybe you did, Nolan Russ is now down at third base in scoring position.
So you got runners at the corners, 2 outs. Cougars with the lead, 2-0, bottom of the first inning. Here's the right-hander's pitch. Swing and fouls off the catcher Norris. Norris, the catcher tonight, is wearing a hockey mask, and this Memorial Mustang team wearing all gray uniform here tonight with their numbers in like a reddish tint, and the Tomball Cougars wearing white pants with a red jersey with white numbers here tonight.
Gafford 364 in the playoffs, 272 for the season.
So Spernadino struggling here in the first inning. The Cougars able to strike first with 2 runs. Gafford stepping back in, the right-hander Cougar. He steps close to the plate. No balls, 1 strike. Runners on the corners. Here's the pitch. 1-1.
Wouldn't be surprised to see Burrow, maybe that delayed steal. They've done that in the past.
Burrow has a stolen base, but he's also been caught stealing in the playoffs as well. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Spernadino, right-hander's pitch. Inside, 2-1. He has thrown a lot of pitches in this inning so far.
This is the 7th batter of the inning, Jeff, and we just started.
And Spernadino's thrown already 19 pitches here in this inning. They have gotten to him quickly. Spernadino here in the playoffs only at a 1.56 ERA with opponents batting 161. Next pitch inside. There goes Burrow down to second base, and Burrow's in. So now you got a 3-1 count to Gafford. Runner at third is Rush. Burrow at second. On deck, Daniel O'Brien, the catcher. So Gafford trying to work a walk. This team has walked 80 times in the playoffs, Wylie. 80 times, only struck out 44 times. Just an amazing number.
I don't even want to, I'm not even going to go there.
Here's the 3-1 pitch by Spernadino. Hits it to right field. It's going to be a base hit. Here comes Rush. Gafford around third. They're sending him. Here comes the throw. Gafford gets down. He's going to be caught out. He dove and caught him. Nice throw there by Durda.
A great throw to gun down the runner. But they are able to pick up another run.
They pick up another run. The Cougars, that ends the inning, but the Cougars put 3 runs on the board here in the bottom of the first inning and give C.J. Sampson of the Cougars the lead 3-0. We'll be back right after this on the Legacy Sports Network.
To be a mentor, you don't have to have some special talent. That's why we're having some real-life mentors sing for us. Hit it, guys.
Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream.
Thanks, that was awful. So remember, to mentor a child, you don't have to be perfect.
Row, row, row your...
Please stop. You just have to call Save the Children toll-free at 1-877-BA-MENTOR.
A message brought to you by Save the Children and the Ad Council.
Hello, this is Dr. Steve Hotze. Do you struggle with joint pain that makes everyday activities a challenge? You may have been told that surgery is your only option. God has given your body an amazing ability to heal itself. At the Hotze Health and Wellness Center, we offer regenerative joint therapy designed to help you tap into this ability and live pain-free. Call the Hotze Health and Wellness Center at 281-698-8698 to schedule your free consultation. That's 281-698-8698.
Dell Diamond Ballpark here in Round Rock, Texas for the last UIL State Baseball Championship here tonight. From this ballpark, the 6A Division II State Championship, where the Tomball Cougars jump on top quickly here, Wylie, in the bottom of the first inning, 3-0 over the Memorial Mustangs.
I mean, they have put some runs on the board early. I was just going to go through the summary, and all of a sudden I get this pop-up ad, which I don't really want. Tomball, though, able to score 3 runs on 4 hits. There was 1 error. They left 1 aboard.
So the Cougars put 3 runs on the board. They got now Isaac Richardson, the 2 sport athlete going to the University of Houston, who is a linebacker who won the game against Dripping Springs with a walk-off home run last week to get them here to this ball game here tonight in the state championship baseball game.
So it'll be Richardson, Hines, and Maris, 4, 5, and 6 coming to the plate for the Memorial Mustangs.
Isaac Richardson here in the playoffs, he has been hot, Wylie, batting .448. He has 4 home runs and 14 RBIs. The man is a hitting machine. 13 hits in 39 plate appearances. Pretty amazing.
Bat from the right side.
So he's batting right-handed. He's going to be a middle linebacker for the University of Houston.
You know, you look at him, he's not that big.
No, he's only like 185 to 200 pounds is all he is. It's pretty amazing he's going to play linebacker. Here's the first pitch. High ball won by Sampson. Sampson, who had a fantastic top of the first inning, striking out the side and leaving a runner on base, has now got the lead 3-0 here to start the top of the second inning with the Mustangs at the plate. Next pitch in there for strike 1. 1-1.
Sampson pretty flawless in that first inning.
Sampson came into tonight with 41 strikeouts and 3 walks. Here's the 1-1 pitch by the right-hander. Curveball on the inside corner. Wow, nice 76-mile-an-hour curveball there by Sampson.
He faced 4 batters. Pitch count was 21 in the first inning.
Richardson is the number 5 hole hitter on this ball club, also wearing the number 5 on his back. Here's the 1-2 pitch by Sampson. Swing and a miss. Got him. That's strikeout number 4 for Sampson.
Sampson, as they say, Jeff, is wheeling and dealing.
Man, Sampson is on fire right now. He is feeling it.
He's throwing some BBs.
4 strikeouts already to the first 5 batters in this ballgame. And now here comes Halen Hines, the 3-sport athlete who Coach Brooks Hack made nothing but great comments about. He is a baseball, football, and a basketball player on this team on his way to Angelina University in Lufkin, Texas.
It's a senior.
Here's the first pitch by Sampson. Outside corner for ball 1. 1-0.
3 swinging strikeouts and 1 caught looking for CJ thus far in the ball game.
CJ looking into his catcher O'Brien. Here's the right-hander Cougars pitch. Hits a pop-up high in the air. Myers, the second baseman's calling for it. He's got it. Catches it with the left hand, and that's the second out of the inning.
That is the first pop-up of the ball game. F4 if you're scoring at home. Don't know why you would be, but
hey, you know what?
You never know.
You never know, and we appreciate you if you are. And you know what? We thank you for listening here at the Legacy Sports Network here from Dell Diamond Ballpark here tonight. Left-handed batter now. This is Matthew Manis at the plate. He's a DH here tonight. Left-handed batter. Sampson, first pitch on way down low, ball 1.
And also one of their top pitchers. You know where he's going to school?
He's going to your fine school,
yes,
University
he is. I'm just saying.
Texas. Here comes the pitch. Hits it in the gap between third and short, and he got a base hit. Nice hit there by Manis.
Yeah, I'll probably set that up.
So that's the second hit of the game here for the Mustangs.
UT playing tonight right down the road.
So here comes Dylan Norris, the catcher, coming to the plate. Dylan Norris in the playoffs batting during the season batting .381.
.333 for the playoffs.
Yeah, doing really well in the playoffs. He's got 2 home runs as well. This team can hit some home runs, Wylie.
I heard he leads the team in sack bunts as well.
So he's a right-handed batter. Got a red towel hanging out of his right pocket at the plate. Sampson's pitch on the outside corner for strike 1, a 72-mile-an-hour changeup.
You know, in that game 1 against Dripping Springs, he had a 3-run homer to help give him that 10-5 win.
So over there at first base is Manis. Manis with a little bit of lead over there at first base. Manis on the season with 1 stolen base. 1 for 1. Not a factor to run. Next pitch down low, O'Brien able to stop it. 1-1. Good stop there by O'Brien, the catcher, who's on his way to Hill
College.
Hill College, junior college, correct? Here's a right-hander pitch by Sampson. Hits it into left center field. That ball's hit well. The center fielder, Lane Bradford, on his horse, catches it, and that's the end of the inning. So they leave a runner on. They get a hit, but they can't put a runner across the board. Bottom of the second inning coming up here. Cougars leading 3-0 We'll be back right after this on the Legacy Sports Network.
Life happens. Maybe a work trip, a family event, or you just want to watch the game at home. Don't let the tickets go to waste. With Quick Assist, your seat gets listed for sale on every major marketplace simultaneously. No more juggling apps or stressing over resale. We make it fast and hassle-free, so you save time and put money back in your pocket. From pro to college, Quick Assist has you covered. Download the Quick Assist app by scanning the QR code on our Legacy Sports Network website. Quick Assist, your ticket everywhere.
Buying or selling a home can be a bit overwhelming. That is where Alanis Real Estate Group steps in, with the help of CE King alum Elio Alanis. From the city to the suburbs and the greater Houston area, you can trust Elio Alanis. He'll work with you to find what best fits your needs, your goals, and more importantly, your budget. Elio Alanis has a reputation for exceptional customer service and making your home buying or selling experience a smooth transaction. Visit him on the web at wearehtx.com. The Alanis Real Estate Group. We are real estate.
Hey, you found us here on the network here tonight on the Legacy Sports Network from Dell Diamond Ballpark in Round Rock, Texas. If you want to find out more great Texas high school stuff, great sports, follow the Legacy Sports Network on Facebook or find us on Instagram at Legacy Sports Network, or as I like to do it, on Legacy Sports Net on X. You can find all the action going on the lsnsports.com website. We have all sorts of great football coverage. Tonight is the last night of our 2025-26 season here on Legacy Sports Network. Football season, Coach Wylie, is right around the corner.
Coming up pretty quick. Let's look at the pitching comparisons for Tomball. 32 total pitches for Memorial 20. Tomball 22 of those 32 for strikes, and for Memorial 12 of the 20.
So here comes the catcher, Daniel Bryant, to the plate for the Cougars, batting left-handed.
Tomball has left one on base. Memorial's left two on base.
It's Bernardino's first pitch to O'Brien outside, ball one. O'Brien in the playoffs. He's been struggling, batting 182. In the last 4 games, he has been batting 200. He actually played better in the Marcus Marauder game. Next pitch in there for strike one.
4 for 20 in the playoffs. Now, he has walked 4 times, though. He's also struck out 4 times.
Shocking. Another walker on this ball club.
Yeah, go figure.
Here's the next pitch. Hits it to the second baseman. McLaughlin picks it up, throws over to first base to Bayless, and that's the first out of the inning.
That is the first ground out, or second ground out, counting the fielder's choice.
So here comes Hunter Myers to the plate.
I was curious to see if we were going to see Myers today.
You know what? Hunter Myers played much better in the Marcus Marauder series. He was struggling there, Wylie. He is batting right-handed here tonight. Myers in the playoffs now batting, shockingly, 174, but he batted 333 in the Marcus Marauder series. Hits it straight up the middle. Shortstop's trying to reach for it. He gets it.
Nice
what a great
play.
move. He spins but throws it away. Wow, that was a nice play there by Maritzin to even get it.
They're going to reward him second base.
And the ball goes into the stands. He's going to go down to second.
Yep, there he goes. I say Shirley. Don't call me Shirley. But surely he's going to go to second.
So he goes to second on that wild throw there by Maritzin, who threw it down to first base. Ball went into the stands.
That was a nice play by Evan, but I mean, that was a tough throw either way you go.
I'm impressed he even got it, and they're going to do an intentional walk to C.J. Sampson, who is coming up the plate, and he goes automatically to first base.
So Tomball crowd getting a little bit after that.
That's okay, because you know what, here they're bringing up. They're bringing up Keegan Fosdick to the plate.
The hottest guy on the team.
If they haven't done their homework, they don't know about Keegan Fosdick. Keegan Fosdick already with a double in this ball game here to start off the game.
You know, the bigger question, Jeff, is have you spotted Grandma today?
I don't know where Grandma is, but Grandma did text me.
She's down there somewhere.
She texted me this last week, wanting to listen to her son's baseball games against Marauders last week. So we got runners on first and second, one out. Keegan Fosdick, the sophomore, on the ball club, batting right-handed. Bernardino again in a little bit of a jam here to start the second. He takes first pitch swinging to center field. Nice catch there by Hines, and ball hit right to him, and the runners are not able to advance.
On the first pop-up of the ball game, fifth base hit for the Cougars, however.
But you know, that was a good piece of contact there by Fosdick, even though he hit it right to the center fielder, Hines in center field. He is definitely playing well here today. That ball just didn't find the spot. So here comes catcher Hopkins, and that's right, his name is Catcher Hopkins. Coming to the plate, batting left-handed. He's a switch hitter on this ball club. Brought in a run to start off the game in the first inning with a ground out.
So far, 1 hit, 1 error, 2 aboard.
Hopkins batting .322 in the season, .276 in the playoffs. Left-handed batter at the plate. 2 outs, runners on first and second base. Bernardino, the Mustang pitcher. Bouncing ball to the third baseman. He's going to pick it up with the glove. Throw to first. Got him. Nice play there by Richardson, the two-sport athlete. And the Cougars leave 2 runs on the base pass. Don't bring a run across. But we're going to the top of the third. Cougars 3, Mustangs 0.
To be a mentor, you don't have to have some special talent. That's why we're having some real-life mentors sing for us. Hit it, guys.
Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream.
Thanks, that was awful. So remember, to mentor a child, you don't have to be perfect.
Row, row, row your...
Please stop. You just have to call Save the Children toll-free at 1-877-BA-MENTOR.
A message brought to you by Save the Children and the Ad Council.
Alvin and the Chipmunks want to remind you to keep bacteria in food from making you ill with 4 simple steps.
This will be a walk in the park.
Clean. Wash hands and surfaces often.
I'm waiting for the rinse cycle.
Separate. Keep raw meats away from ready-to-eat foods.
Yep.
Cook. Make sure meat, poultry, and seafood is cooked to the right temperature.
Fire in the hole!
And chill. Refrigerate food promptly.
Bingo!
Check your steps at foodsafety.gov. Brought to you by the USDA, HHS, and the Ad Council. The road trip to food safety starts at foodsafety.gov.
...2026 6A Division II state finals here tonight from Round Rock, Texas. It is a brisk, warm, 82-degree night here in Round Rock, Texas, with the humidity at 77%. The wind, though, is blowing out to left field here tonight, Wylie, at 10 miles per hour.
You had me at brisk.
Well, we do have the AC on with the windows
Yes,
open. We're down
do.
to 76 degrees.
First
in here
thing
for
we
us,
did
Wylie,
when we
so
got in, we won't say, but
Wylie's got his fans, got all of his technology right in front of us here tonight. And we thank you for being with Coach Randy Wylie and I here on the last game of the Texas high school baseball season here tonight from Round Rock, Texas.
So did they change Twinkle Twinkle to Row 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 Your Boat?
No, I didn't do anything different. So everything
Apparently,
should be the same. I know I saw
according
something
to our
there, too.
guru from back home, the illustrious Becca, they changed the song. Now it's Row 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 Your Boat.
Bouncing ball to catcher Hopkins. Got it. Throw to first. Hopkins with a strong throw and throws out McLaughlin. First pitch swinging, and Hopkins, the shortstop, throwing to Fosdick, and that's the first out. We go back to the top of the order with Evan Maritzen coming to the plate. 0-for-1, struck out his first time up in the top of the third inning.
Sampson now at 2s and a thirds innings, gave up 2 hits, struck out 4 so far.
Cougars lead 3-0 here. They put all their runs on the board in the bottom of the first inning. First pitch by Sampson is high, ball 1.
34 pitches now, 23 of those for strikes.
Maritzen at the plate, only walked 3 times here in the playoffs, 2 strikeouts. So it's shocking to see him strike out. Fouls the next pitch off, 1-1. So CJ Sampson getting the start here tonight. The senior for this ball club played 4 seasons here for the Tomball Cougars on the varsity team. On his way to Texas A&M with his buddy catcher Hopkins. Here's the 1-1 pitch, down low, 2-1.
Said last year he came into the ball game through 2 and a third innings.
So he's set. The left-hander Maritzen at the plate. Here's a right-hander's pitch. Fouls it off. 2-2.
Starting to get a little bit of cloud coverage here. That's a good thing.
We're all right with that. Still beautiful night. No sun on the field. The lights are all on, but we're at the dusk hour here of 7:44 here in Texas. Round Rock, Texas, just north of Austin here tonight. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Sampson is set. Here's a right-hander Cougars pitch. Hits it down the left field line by Bush. Fair. Goes into the left field, and he's going to get a base hit.
Just placed that one right over the bag.
Just out of the outreach arms there of Rush, who's got the glove on the left hand. He's a right-handed player. Glove on the left hand, ball just went past him and just kind of inside out of that ball down the left field line for a base hit.
Gotta do my color commentary.
Here comes
that,
Jake.
That green field with the gray or kind of brownish dirt. Got that blue and green fence out there with the Dick's all the way around, and Dell Technology banners and Dick's Sporting Goods.
This is our first grass field we've seen here all playoffs. First pitch inside to Jake Ernest for ball 1. Jake Ernest, the left fielder on this ball club. He took a 7-pitch at bat his first time up and got a base hit.
He wore him down.
So grass field here tonight. Dirt infield as well.
But I had a thought on that last night.
You have a thought on what?
On the grass field.
Yeah, what's that?
So with all those 7 rain delays they had last night, one of them for Lightning.
Yep.
Just cemented my opinion of turf fields. That's why I'm a big turf
There goes the
field
runner.
guy.
Pops it up high in the air. Sampson, the pitcher's going to call for it himself, catching it, and the runner has to run all the way back to first. Boy, Moretson was almost all the way down to second base and popped it up, and Sampson's got it. You normally don't see a pitcher catch that ball, but Sampson, who is a incredible athlete on the baseball field.
But you know what? Let's give a shout out to the Dell field crew. What a tremendous job they've done. This field drains very well, I will say.
And I heard that, did you hear about Mr. Reese Ryan?
Yes.
Was on? He was out there last night pulling
And his
the tarp.
street suit colors.
Tell people who Reese Ryan is.
Reese Ryan, the son of Nolan Ryan,
Was
who helps to run the Round Rock Express.
Was on the field wearing pants, doing the last night. Swing and a miss, first pitch to Durda.
And I'm for sure that's the guy who I ran into last night when I pulled into the parking lot and said, "Hey, how you doing?" Like, pretty good. Shook my hand. Like, who is that guy?
Pretty cool to see him saying hi to you as you pull into the parking lot last night. So,
especially me not remembering who he was.
Next pitch is hit into right center field. Bradford on his horse. It's going to fall in front of him. Run around second. On his way to third. And you got runners on the corners. Ball gets away. Throw it on the second base. They're going to get him.
Got him at second.
Gone! Durda took a chance.
The inning.
Went to second base and runs himself out of the inning. Oh, that was a bad play there by Durda.
So we're going to score it as a base hit, Jeff.
Durda hit a nice ball to right center field. Bradford, the center fielder, could not get it. Threw it in. Moritz rounded second, on his way to third, and then Durda decided to take off to go to second, and they threw him out at second base, and that's the end of the inning, Wylie. So they leave a runner on base, and they don't put a run on the board. We're coming bottom of the third inning. Cougars lead 3-0. We'll be back right here on the Legacy Sports Network.
You've got tickets to the game, but something comes up. Maybe the boss sends you on the road, the kids have practice, or you just can't make the drive. That's where Quick Assist steps in. With one tap, your seats hit every major ticket marketplace at once. No more juggling apps, no more wasted time. Quick Assist, it takes the hassle out of resale and puts cash in your pocket. Pro or college sports, it's all covered. Download the app today by scanning the QR code on the LSN website. Quick Assist, your ticket everywhere.
Looking for the most complete coverage of Texas high school baseball? Then make Texas high school baseball your home all season long. From rankings and district standings to playoff coverage, player spotlights, schedules, scores, and recruiting news, Texas high school baseball connects coaches, players, parents, and fans from across the Lone Star State. Follow the excitement from first pitch to state championship weekend. Visit Texas high school baseball today and stay connected to the game you love. That's Texas High School Baseball at txhighschoolbaseball.com.
Bottom of the third inning, Cougars lead 3-0. Nolan Rush at the plate. They started here quickly. 2 balls, no strikes already to Rush, the left-handed batter at the plate. Rush with a base hit his first time up. Sperandino, right-hander's pitch. Bouncing ball, foul by Rush. 2-1.
What a mistake, though, by Darda. Probably would have been better off staying at first, no doubt about it. Hindsight's always 20/20.
Yeah, especially with Ethan Bayless and Richardson coming up behind him. So 2-1. Here comes the right-hander Mustangs pitch. Gets away, 3-1. On deck, Corbin Cook for the Cougars.
That ball went right through the wicket of the catcher, Norris.
Cougars took the lead in the bottom of the first inning, 3-0. They got 3 runs, 4 hits. Memorial, no runs, 3 hits, 2 errors. Rush, the left-hander at the plate, waiting for the 3-1 pitch by the Mustang. Down low, ball 4.
Walked him.
So Rush works in a walk. And that's going to bring up Corbin Cook to the plate. Corbin Cook struck out his first time up.
Second walk of the ball game for the Mustang pitcher.
So Rush going over there to first base. Rush on the season, and I should say during the playoffs, has not stolen a base, but he has been caught. So here comes Corbin Cook, the right-hander at the plate, looking to bunt it. First pitch outside, ball 1.
Look how hard Richardson came down from third base anticipating that bunt. He was all the way almost on the plate. Playing on the grass on the edge over there.
So runner on first base is Rush.
Showing bunt.
Here comes the pitch. Inside, ball, or strike 1. 1-1.
Cook, a senior. There are only 4 seniors, Jeff. We talked about this last week. It's a young Tomball team.
It's a young Tomball team. 1 ball, 1 strike, snap throw over to first base.
A lot of seniors last year. So Burrow played in this game last year. Ross played in this game. Sampson played in this game.
So Sperandino looking
Hopkins.
in. Yep. Here comes a 1-1 pitch by the right-hander. Curveball high, 2-1. So the Mustangs ran themselves out of outs there in the top of the third. Base hit there by Durda into center field. Runner went from first to third, but Durda decided to try to get to second base and got thrown out, and that ended the inning. That brings the Cougars to the plate here in the bottom of the third, leading 3-0. Runner now on first base is Nolan Rush. He worked a walk. Corbin Cook at the plate, playing DH here tonight for the Cougars. Snap throw again. They're definitely worried about Rush over there at first base, the sophomore.
Shows bunt again. Cook struck out in his first at bat. Rush drawing some attention by the right-hander.
Right-hander's pitch, foul. 2-2.
Swinging a little late on that one.
Sperandino is throwing in the 91 to 95 mile an hour on his fastball here tonight. We have a radar gun here at the fine Dell Diamond Ballpark here in Round Rock, Texas, the Round Rock Express home. Nice to see a radar gun. Don't have to worry about a pocket rocket or anything. Here comes a 2-2 pitch by the right-hander. Curveball high, 3-2.
Way outside on that one.
Cook is working this at the moment. Cook here in the playoffs, he's worked 4 walks in 22 appearances. Again, 80 walks they've made Wylie.
Sperandino now at 32 pitches.
Full pit count, fouls it off to the right side, out of play.
This is how you do it. Work him down, make that pitch count go higher and higher.
That's what this team does really well. They work the pitch count and just wear pitchers out, especially on a warm evening with this humidity like it is tonight. Wylie
Wind blowing out toward left center.
At a cool 10 miles per hour. So 3 balls, 2 strikes at the plate. Corbin Cook, their snap throw back over to first, checking on Rush.
3 flags out there in center field. Got the American flag, Texas flag. I guess that's what the Round Rock Express flag out there.
So Bernardino is set. Here comes a 3-2 pitch by the right-hander. Pops it up high in the air to right field. Dirt of the right fielder's got it. Catches it with the left hand. And that's the first out of the inning.
Runner will have to hold at first base. As Jake Ernest able to get his first put out of the evening. Ernest once again is in left, Hines is in center, and Dorda is over in right field. Now the right-handed or lefty batter, Brady Burrow.
So here comes Brady Burrow.
You know what he did last bat?
I think he got a walk. Just
Shocking,
like he normally does. Shocking. 1 out, runner on first base. Burrow, the left-hander at the plate. Here's a right-hander's pitch. Bouncing ball. The first baseman can't handle it. Bounces off him. Throws back to first. Throws the ball away. And they tripped Burrow at the same time. There's going to be interference. And
Burrow
now
did the right
runner
thing.
goes to third. Rush goes to third.
And they should send Burrow to second. and
Burrow
there they
does go to second.
So now runners at third and second on the interference. They got tripped up.
Bayless tried to backhand the ball. The first baseman not able to get it. Ball bounced away. He got it. Threw to Bernardino covering first base. Ball got away from him, but at the same time he trips Burrow. And now you got runners at third and second base.
It was a little late breaking. The pitcher, he was a little late breaking to the plate. And now Memorial's going to come out and have a discussion as they send out one of their assistant coaches. One of the things I was impressed with, Coach Hawk said, he's more of a CEO than anything else. He lets his baseball coaches do what they know to do best.
Yeah, pretty cool interview that I had with him there earlier. It said just gave it to the team, the seniors, to lead this ball club.
Did we talk about what a good athlete he was back at Katy?
He did.
27-3 at the
Phenomenal.
Katy Tigers in the state championship.
So good. So we got runners on second and third, 1 out. Cougars lead 3-0 here in the bottom of the first inning. Nolan Rush coming out. They're going to have a runner over there at second base for Burrow. They're going to bring out Landon Cursor out there to run for Burrow.
He's done that quite a bit this season.
So Landon's going to go run over there for him.
He's a junior.
So we're going to have a courtesy runner at second base for Brady Burrow. Nolan Rush is at third base. 1 out. Caleb Gafford, the right-hander, at the plate. Caleb got a base hit his first time up in the ball game.
Trying to see if they ruled that. I would assume there would be a base hit by.
So infield is playing on the grass. They're playing in. Cougars have runners on second and third. 1 out. Caleb Gafford, the right-hander, Cougar at the plate. First pitch, down low, ball 1. A 96-mile-an-hour fastball down low there by Spernadillo. Gafford steps out of the box, takes a big breath, looks at his bat, steps his right foot in all the way at the back line.
Gafford,
1 ball, no strikes.
Gafford 1 for 1 tonight. 1 base hit was left on base.
Here's a right-hander's pitch on the outside corner for strike 1. 1-1.
So Burrow reaches on the throwing error by the pitcher, or by the first baseman, Ethan Bayless. That allowed Rush to go down to third. Burrow able to take second base. So that is their second error.
Here comes a right-hander Mustang 1-1 pitch. Outside, good stop there by the catcher Norris, stopping at 2-1. The infield is all on the grass. Yes, I said grass. They're playing on a grass baseball field here in the 2026 state championship game here from Dell Diamond Ballpark in Round Rock, Texas. So 2 balls, 1 strike, runners on second and third. Got Cursor at second running for Burrow. Over that third base is Nolan Rush for the Cougars.
Trying to add more.
There's a 2-1 pitch. Fouls off to the right side. We go to 2-2.
Put up a crooked number.
So we're getting a new baseball. Look, they call time here at the moment by Dustin Harris, giving Gafford a moment. Gafford now puts his right foot in. He's set. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Timely piece of base hitting here would score 2 runs.
That would definitely help. Here comes the 2-2 pitch by the right-hander. Down low, 3-2. Boy, he is definitely struggling in this game, Wylie, and I think this is a little surprising. He's only walked 14 batters here in the playoffs with 35 strikeouts. This is their number 1 pitcher on this ball club. Now to 3 balls, 2 strikes to Gafford, the Cougar at the plate. You can see the wind blowing on his jersey at the plate. Here comes a 3-2 pitch. Struck him out looking.
Got him back with the K. So that's a big out. First, second strikeout for Grant. Runners will stay at third and second. Can't go nowhere. It's a strikeout.
So here comes Daniel O'Brien. 2 outs, still runners on second and third. He's a left-handed batter at the plate. 0 for 1, grounded out his first time up. Here comes the Mustang right-hander's pitch. In there for strike 1. Boy, if he could get out of this inning, Wylie, and leave 2 runners on
that'd
base.
be huge.
What a confidence builder that would be for him.
Especially the runners at third and second in scoring position. But if the left-hander here can come up with a base hit on their right field line, are they always shading a little bit toward the right side?
Here comes the right-hander's pitch on the outside corner.
A lot of room though between the right fielder Darda and the center fielder Hines. If you could put one in the alley, that would score 2 runs easily.
Here comes the 0-1 pitch by the right-hander. 1-1 pitch. Hits that to
Well,
center field. It's going to drop in. Here comes Rush. Here comes Corser around third base. He's going to come in and score. O'Brien with a clutch 2-out base hit.
And what did I just say?
That is a huge hit for the Cougars. Now take the lead 5-0 here in the bottom of the 3rd inning.
It wasn't exactly the way I was thinking, but it worked. I was thinking more depth to that ball, but hey, it doesn't have to be that far.
And here comes head coach Brooks Hack out there to have a conversation with him. We're going to have a courtesy runner. Landon Reynolds is going to run for O'Brien at first base. Let's see if they're going to keep him here in the ball game.
Is that Coach Burrow or Coach Hoss, or is that the pitching coach?
That is the coach, Brooks Hack.
Took off. He's already taken off the Vilton vest.
So they're going to keep him out there. Tomball now puts 2 more runs on the board here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. They take the lead 5-0.
2 runs on the, 2 runs on just 1 hit, Jeff, and 1 error.
And here comes Hunter Myers to the plate. Hunter Myers with a base hit his last time. Hunter Myers, Wylie, has definitely all of a sudden gotten hot here in these last couple of games for the Cougars.
And that base hit in his last at bat was left at second base.
So that could have gone either way. If he could have gotten out of the inning, Bernardino did, it would have helped him, but instead the Cougars get a base hit and it helps them. First pitch is in there for strike 1, 0-1.
Myers 1 for 1 today, as we said.
Myers, a right-handed batter, stepping back in. Right foot all the way to the back line. Sperandino looking over there to first base at Reynolds, who's running over there for O'Brien. There goes Reynolds.
Takes off.
Pitch is in there for a strike, gets down. Boy, Reynolds is amazingly fast.
Stay on the bag. You got that right, though.
Pitch was in there for a strike, but Reynolds cruises down into second base with a good stolen base.
He was like a Lamborghini going down Memorial Drive. Did you catch that reference?
I did. Very nice, Wylie, very nice. So now runner in scoring position. No balls, 2 strikes to Hunter Myers at the plate, the second baseman for the Cougars. 2 outs. They put 2 runs on the board. They lead 5-0 here in the bottom of the 3rd. Here comes the Mustangers' right-handed pitch. Swing and miss. Got him.
Check swing, got him.
And that's the end of the inning, but not before the Cougars put 2 more runs on the board. And they take the lead now 5-0. We go to the top of the 4th. We'll be back right here on the Legacy Sports Network.
When life gets in the way, a work trip, family plans, or even bad weather, don't let your tickets go to waste. Quick Assist makes it simple. Your seats are listed on every major marketplace at the same time, saving you the hassle and putting money back in your pocket. Whether it's the NFL, NBA, MLB, NHL, or NCAA, we've got you covered. Download the app today by scanning the QR code on our website. Quick Assist, your ticket everywhere.
We've got the power to make things right. Mr. Electric will show you the light.
Looking for electrical help you can count on? Switch to Mr. Electric. We have some of the best trained electricians in the business, and they're ready to help you with any project, big or small. Best of all, with Mr. Electric, our work is 100% guaranteed. That's why so many people trust Mr. Electric.
We've got the power to make things better. Mr. Electric.
Hey, Brent and Jen Stogner, serious trial attorneys that specialize in personal injury. They've recovered hundreds of millions of dollars for their clients. If you or someone you loved has been involved in a catastrophic accident due to the negligence of someone else, call Brent and Jen Stogner for a free consultation and find out what your case might be worth. Brent and Jen Stogner, supporting local high school athletics. Well, Wylie, here we are. We are now in the top of the fourth inning, and the Tomball Cougars lead 5-0 with the Memorial Mustangs coming to the plate.
So far, it's Grant 3 innings of work, 6 hits, 5 runs. 2 of those have been earned. Walked 3, struck out 3, had 1 wild pitch. He has faced 18 batters, given up 1 double, and has grounded out, allowed the opponent to ground out 3 times and pop up twice. Total of 51 pitches, 31 of those for strikes. Probably they want that number to be just a little bit lower on the ball category.
Well, we can see out there in right field, they have the bullpen for the Memorial Mustangs. They've got players warming up. Here's the first pitch by C.J. Sampson, is in there for strike 1 to Ethan Bayless, the left-handed batter for the Memorial Mustangs.
There's where it is. I was looking for that earlier. Like, where are they seeing the bullpen?
So we got no runners on.
Because I'm used to looking at the high school where it's off to the side.
Here's a bouncing ball to Myers at second base, charging, throws to first. Nice play there by Myers. Myers, a defensive wizard out there for the Cougars, charges that ball, gets it, throws it over to the first base to the sophomore Fosdick, and gets the first out of the inning.
So they have bullpens kind of like you have in college.
Yep, well, we are at a minor league ballpark, Wylie. This isn't high school here tonight, just to let you know, in case you weren't aware of that.
So. You know, we had the possibility of going to 3 different high schools.
We could have, and we're so incredibly thankful that we are here at the fine.
I was like, no, we don't want to do that.
Here's the first pitch to Isaac Richardson, the two-sport athlete, hits a base hit into right field. And nice hit, nice swing there by Richardson over the second baseman Myers' head, and Richardson is on at first base. That brings up Halen Hines to the plate. He popped out his first time up. He's a center fielder on this ball club, the 3-sport athlete.
Richardson, the hero last week in game number 3.
So the Cougars leading 5-0 here in the top of the 4th inning. 1 out, C.J. Sampson, the pitcher for the Cougars here already here tonight. 3 1/3 innings pitched, giving up 5 hits, no walks, 4 strikeouts.
Now let's see what they do with Hines. Popped up to the second baseman his first at bat.
Hines is a right-handed batter for the Mustangs. First pitch, swings, hits it straight high into center field. Lane Bradford does not need to move very far for the Cougars in the outfield. Catches it with the left hand, and that's the second out of the inning. Lane Bradford out there is one amazing outfielder with a great arm out there as well. We've seen him throw at a guy out in the Rowlett series at home plate, and then we saw him make a great play in the outfield against the Tyler Legacy team where he doubled up a guy at second base with his strong throwing arm.
He is a singer, so one of those that will be missed next year.
You say singer or singer?
Singer.
All right, it sounds like singer.
He's not a singer.
First pitch here to Matthew Martin.
That would be the people that do the row, row, row your boat in the twinkle, twinkle.
There you go. There you go. So,
I don't think Becca's a singer either. That's what I'm hearing.
0-1. The Manis is at the plate, the left-hander.
No, she is. She's a trained singer.
Oh, there you go.
She's a professional singer.
Bouncing ball to Hopkins at short. Picks it up. He can't handle it, and it's going to be a base hit.
Ooh.
Hopkins tried to get it and flip it to Myers quickly at second, but he was
rushed it.
Rushing it way too fast, and they got runners at first and second base with the catcher Dylan Norris coming to the plate.
Oh, yes, she is a trained professional.
Hopkins went to his left, got the ball, was ready to flip it to Myers, but he was ready to flip it before he even got the ball. And now the Mustangs have 2 runners on with 2 outs. Cougars lead 5-0 here in the top of the 4th inning. And here comes the catcher, Dylan Norris, to the plate, who flew out his first time up. Right-handed batter stepping in.
First time Memorial's had a real threat, though, Jeff, in a while.
So let's see what C.J. Sampson can do with 2 runners on. Here's a right-hander's pitch on the outside for ball 1, 1-0.
So they left a runner back in the first inning at second, and they left the same runner in the third inning at second.
So 2 outs here at the moment for the Mustangs. They're doing all this with 2 outs. Richardson got a base hit to center field, and now Manis got on at first base. Sampson steps off the 24-inch rubber. He's going to step around and walk to the back of the pitching mound for a moment, kick some dirt around. So 1 ball, no strikes here to Dylan Norris, the right-hander Mustang at the plate.
If anybody can get out of it, it's this guy on the mound.
Curveball inside, 2-0. On deck is Boone McLaughlin for the Mustangs.
We're looking at the 8-9 batter, though, for the Mustangs.
So Sampson looking into his catcher, O'Brien. He's set, working out of the stretch. Here's the 2-0 pitch, swing and a miss. 87-mile-an-hour fastball.
Put a little extra ketchup on that hot dog.
2-1. Runners on first and second base here for the Mustangs. 2 runners on, 2 outs. Cougars lead 5-0. Sampson set. The right-hander Cougars pitch. Swing and a miss. 2-2.
I'd like to thank our listeners from all over the world. In fact, we got a guy, Jeff, listening from Athens. It could be a girl, I don't know. Athens, Greece.
That's my buddy.
Oh, that's your buddy. That's
I have
right.
a buddy in Greece, yeah. I have a buddy in Greece. My buddy George, who I met back in 2018.
George from Greece.
He and I say, Calomina. Here's the pitch. Outside. Snap throw down the third. Got Richardson and safe. Oh, they thought they threw Richardson out. But instead, it's a strikeout on Norris.
So
Norris struck out. So it doesn't matter about the runners running because Norris struck out. And that's the end of the inning. So Sampson leaves 2 runners on, and they can't bring a run across the Mustangs, and they're still with the score of the Cougars 5, the Mustangs 0. We'll be back right after this on the Legacy Sports Network.
DeRoche Partners LLP, located in Houston and Dallas, offers a complete range of tax assurance and consulting services to a diverse portfolio of clients. Their team is dedicated to the highest ethics of our profession with a commitment to excellence. This is accomplished by putting an emphasis on providing superior professional services specifically tailored to meet the needs of our clients. DeRoche Partners aim to provide valuable insight, effective solutions, and maintain long-lasting business relationships. Their high recruiting standards and culture of excellence is uncommon and unrivaled. They want to wish all the student athletes good luck. Visit DeRoche Partners on the web at dpllp.cpa.
Real cheese, real hot, real taste is what we've got. Real fresh, real fast. All those other pizzas are a thing of the past. Mr. Gatti's Pizza in Houston on Uvalde Road offers a wide selection on their daily fast feast, all-you-can-eat pizza, pasta, salad, and dessert buffet. Don't forget about the entertainment center for the
Welcome back here to Round Rock, Texas 2026 State Baseball Championships here from Dell Diamond, where the Tomball Cougars leading 5-0 over the Memorial Mustangs with C.J. Sampson coming to the plate. So, Coach Wylie, we have a new pitcher. You want to give some information about Sperdino, what his numbers here tonight were?
Let's go to the book here for Grant. We will wrap things up. 3 innings of work, 6 hits, 5 runs, 2 of those earned. He walked 3, struck out 3. 1 wild pitch. Faced 18 batters, had the 1 extra base hit. and threw a total of 51 pitches, 31 of those for strikes.
Do you see who her new pitcher is here at the moment?
I'm trying to get her number. Is this
Ben Fuqua.
Is this Manis?
No, it's Fuqua. Number 8.
Fuqua. So this is the guy that they went to in game number 3. Ben, 14 games played, has 5 starts, a 0.81 ERA, has a 3-0-1 record, has a whip of 0.8, 34 2/3 innings of work, 17 hits. He's allowed 5 runs, 4 of those earned, walked 11, struck out 55, 11 of those looking. So, not the guy I would have thought. I would have thought maybe they would go with Manis. So, Fuqua.
So Fuqua is coming to the plate, or on the mound. Left-handed batter. Cougars lead 5-0. CJ Sampson coming to the plate. Left-handed batter. So it's lefty on lefty. First pitch curveball in there for strike 1. That was a nice-looking 75-mile-an-hour curveball there by Fuqua. So Sampson 1 for 1, has an intentional walk as well. Leadoff hitter for the Cougars. Next pitch curveball inside 1-1. Norris wanted that one, thought it was strike 2, but Sampson with a fantastic eye at the plate. Sampson's only struck out 3 times here in the playoffs. 1-1 pitch by the left-hander. Hits it right to the second baseman, McLaughlin. Bounces, can't get it. It's going to be into right field, and I'm curious if they're going to call that an error on McLaughlin.
I'm not sure. I mean, it was close.
About a lot of giddy-up on it.
It was a hot shot, for sure.
And they're going to probably call that a single, it looks like. So here we come. Keegan Fosdick back to the plate. We're going to have another runner over there, courtesy runner. There goes Jay Sarala over there to first base for Sampson. So courtesy runner for Sampson, who's pitching in this ball game here tonight. He's not going to run the bases when he's pitching. So Keegan Fosdick, 1 for 2, got a double his first time up. Last time he hit a shot right to center field. So here, lefty on righty now. He's going to show bunt, puts it down the right line. What a nice bunt. He's running down the line, and they flip it. He's going to beat it out. What a great bunt there by Fosdick.
That was a terrific bunt laid down by Keegan. A bunt single, so he bunts for a base hit. Now runners at second and first.
The speed of Fosdick running down the line, though, was fantastic. But what a great bunt. Fuqua, who tried to get it and flip it with the glove to the first baseman, Bayless, threw it way high in the air, but Fosdick had already come across and reached first base.
Coach Rush going with some small ball.
So here's catcher Hopkins, now a switch hitter, batting right-handed. Catcher Hopkins tonight, 2 ground balls in this ball game, so he's 0 for 2. So lefty on righty here. Bottom of the 4th inning, Cougars lead 5-0. He's going to show bunt. Ball gets away from Norris. The runners are going to advance. He throws down to third, but all the runners advance.
So now, 2 more runs in scoring position.
That's going to be a pass ball there on Norris. So now got runners at second and third. 1 ball, no strikes to catcher Hopkins, the Texas A&M product. On his way next season. Stepping in. He's got a closed stance. Fuqua, the left-handed pitcher. Air in relief. Infield is playing on the grass. Curveball outside, 2-0. On deck, Nolan Rush, the cleanup hitter. Catcher Hopkins in the last series against the Marauders batted .273 with a home run. 2 balls, no strikes. Here's a left-hander's pitch. In there for strike 1 to Hopkins.
So Rolla, as we know, good speed at third.
So you got good speed on the base paths with Sarala at third, the sophomore Fosdick at second.
I like the live stats track, but there's too many pop-up commercials.
2 balls, 2 balls, 1 strike, no outs. Here's the pitch to Hopkins, curveball inside. Nice 73-mile-an-hour curveball to make it 2-2.
I don't need to buy a Dodge Ram right now.
If you're following us here on the Legacy Sports Network, thanks for joining us here tonight. We have stats down below on the website. You can see everything that we're seeing. Wylie and I are right here.
But no pop-ups.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Nope, that's all to our good buddy from Press Row Apps. Here's a pitch, the left-hander's pitch. Hopkins fouls it off to the right side. 2-2. Catcher Hopkins hit a bomb home run to left field in the Marcus Marauder series. He was struggling until he hit that home run. And then in game 3, he got a base hit to right field to bring in 2 more runs and batted .273 in that series.
Didn't he hit a home run at New Caney?
No, he did not.
Who hit the home run at New Caney?
That I don't know.
I'm trying to remember.
That I don't know. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Inside, and it hit him. And Norris got hurt as well, the catcher. He's laying on the ground on his left side.
That got twisted up.
And Hopkins goes to first base on a hit by pitch, but Norris is definitely in more pain than Hopkins is. That ball ricocheted off of Hopkins and got Norris, it looks like on his hand, on his right hand.
Yeah, I think he's rubbing that right hand with his towel.
Boy, he was in some serious pain. I understand. I've been a catcher before, and I've taken shots before, and I tell you what, you almost want to just go into the fetal position sometimes. So bases loaded. Here comes Nolan Rush to the plate. He's 1 for 1 with a walk. This is now lefty on lefty. Bases are loaded. Infield playing in. Cougars leading 5-0, bottom of the 4th inning. Here comes the left-hander Mustang pitch, curveball. Inside, ball 1.
So Sampson starts it off with a single. Fosdick singles on a base hit. And then Fosdick able to advance to second on a wild pitch. So Raleigh able to get down to third on that same wild pitch and now hit by a pitch.
Here's a 1-0 pitch in there for strike 1. 1-1. So Sarala at third for the Cougars. Fosdick at second for the Cougars. And Hopkins at first. No outs.
It's our first hit by a pitch.
4th batter of the inning here for the Cougars, leading 5-0 here in the bottom of the 4th in this 6A Division II state finals.
No place for Rush to go. He is 1 for 1 today with 2 runs scored. Walked in his first at bat, or no, his second at bat.
Here's the left-hander's pitch. Down low, 2-1.
Man, you talk about a big opportunity here for the Cougars to bust this thing wide open.
You could bust this out big time right here. You get a base hit by Rush with speed.
This could be an offensive game with lots of runs.
A lot more than the last game.
Who said that earlier?
I think somebody else said that, yes.
Where's my buddy John Portman?
Yeah, where's John Portman?
I'm going to find him after the game if it holds this way.
2 balls, 1 strike, no outs, bases loaded. Here's the left-hander's pitch. Hits it right up the middle, base hit. Here comes the runner around third. Here comes Fosdick. He's flying around third base. He's going to score. Hopkins goes all the way into third, and they put 2 more runs on the board. Base hit by Nolan Rush up the middle.
Third base hit of the inning. Runners now at the corner. First and third. How many outs?
No outs.
Well, that's what I thought you said.
And the Cougars now put 2 more runs on here in the bottom of the 4th, now lead 7-0. And here comes the Memorial Mustangs coach coming out. And let's see if they're going to have a pitching change with Fuqua.
Don't know.
They're tapping him on his left shoulder, having a little conversation
There
with
is
him.
activity in the bullpen.
So Rush,
More activity going to the bullpen.
because the infield was playing in, hit it right up the middle. The second baseman, McLaughlin, not able to get it. Of course, Sarala scored easily. Fosdick put it into 6th gear around third base. He scored easily. Hopkins pushed it into gear as well and got into third. And I got runners at first and third with no outs, with Corbin Cook coming to the plate with 2 more runs on the board here for the Cougars, leading 7-0.
Fosdick, important to bring out, he's only a sophomore.
And they're keeping Fuqua in the game here at the moment. That was a long conversation.
Very long.
So Corbin Cook coming back to the plate
But
now.
you know why? Trying to get that bullpen out there in right field, an opportunity to get some more throws in.
Yeah, I got one guy warming up down there in the pen here at the moment. Cougars.
Maybe they were talking about anniversary gifts or wedding gifts. Or was that in the movie?
I don't think they were doing that, Wylie. So no, I don't think so.
You know, China's always a good gift. Some sterling silver. That's a nice placement.
Here comes Corbin Cook, the right-hander Cougar, coming to the plate. No outs. Runners on first and third. Hopkins is at third for the Cougars. Rush is at first. The left-hander's pitch. He's showing bunt, and it's in there for strike one. 0-1.
You throw the ball, you hit the ball. You catch the ball. That's baseball.
So the infield playing regular depth, except the third baseman Richardson is on the grass. No balls, one strike. The left-hander pitch. Bouncing ball off his glove. To short for one. To first. They get a double play while that ball bounced
they're going to say he stayed on the bag.
Oh, he's
got
safe
the
on
runner
first.
at first. Got him out.
So the ball went off of Fuqua's glove, the right-handed glove. Maritzin, the shortstop, gets it, flips it to second to McLaughlin for one, and then throws to first, and they get a double play, but Hopkins comes across the plate and scores.
6-4-3 on the double play.
That could have been bad news.
Oh, I thought that ball was going to go wide. Hey, credit Bayless was staying on the bag. So Cook rounds out.
So 2 outs in the inning. At the plate now, Brady Burrow, the left-hander. Lefty on lefty. First pitch is in there for strike one. Next pitch fouls it off. 0-2.
Jumped on that first pitch, didn't he?
You know what? He's been doing that sometimes. But you know what? Watch this. Here's Burrow. Here's why Wylie makes a comment that I like Burrow so much, because he's a pesky bat. He's already down 0-2, but watch this. He'll probably get all the way back to a full count here with 2 outs. Next pitch down low, and that one hits Norris.
Norris again. Norris is taking a pounding back there.
Norris is having a rough game back here behind the plate.
So you want to be a catcher, do you?
That was an 89-mile-an-hour fastball that bounced 58 feet and hit Norris. So Norris on his knees. Umpire there, Dustin Harris, checking on him. He says he's good to go. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Burrow. The lefty. Lefty on lefty. Cougars lead 8-0. Here's the next pitch. Hits it to second baseman. McLaughlin's got it. Takes his time, throws to first, and gets out of the inning.
Good play by the second baseman, McLaughlin. That was a defensive. Basically, I got to survive.
But the Cougars put more runs on the board here, and they now lead 8-0. Top of the 5th inning for the Mustangs coming up. We'll be back right here on the Legacy Sports Network.
Are you ready to restart your path to wellness? At the Hotze Health and Wellness Center, the most common goals that we hear from our new guests are losing weight, increasing energy, improving sleep, and increasing mental focus and clarity. Most importantly, people want off the prescription medications and to get back to a healthy and balanced life naturally. Are these your health goals too? Let us help you take charge of your health and wellness, just as we're helping thousands of others every day. Get off the meds and on to wellness naturally. Let our doctors, nurses, nutritionists, and wellness coaches carefully craft the healthy life you've imagined. Feel better, look better, live better. Visit HWC.com to learn more, or call us at 281-698-8698. Mention this ad and receive 2 of Dr. Hotze's best-selling books free with your consultation. 281-698-8698. That's 281-698-8698 or Hotze, HWC.com.
Round Rock, Texas, coming to you from Dell Diamond, where the Tomball Cougars now have taken the lead 8-0. They put 3 on in the bottom of the first, 2 on in the bottom of the third, and 3 more here in the bottom of the fourth, and now have a commanding 8-0 lead with C.J. Sampson still on the mound for the Cougars with 4 innings pitched, 6 hits, no walks, 5 strikeouts. Wylie.
They got a bigger lead than Oklahoma has over Kansas. Oklahoma
Wylie
leading Kansas 8-1. Texas, by the way, leading the Ducks. Quack, quack. 4-0.
So coming to the plate, the number 9, the number 1, and the number 2 hitter for the Mustangs. This is going to be Boone McLaughlin coming to the plate. Right-handed batter. He's 0 for 1, grounded out his first time up.
This is a big inning for the Memorial Mustangs.
So when you put this into football perspectives, which everybody seems to be football people, the fifth
Well,
and
we are in
sixth,
Texas, so.
Yeah, we are. First pitch is high, ball 1. The 5th and 6th inning is like the third quarter in football. So this is where you come out after halftime, see if you can make something happen. Down 8-0. Next pitch in there for strike 1. So it's kind of like you go into halftime shut out, but you're down, and it's a big lead. It could be like, the New England Patriots down 28-3 in the Super Bowl, and let's see if they can come back here, the Mustangs. Next pitch, bouncing ball to Rush. Bounces off for Rush at third base, and it's going to be at first base.
I think that's going to be an E5.
Yeah, that ball got on the Rush, and he wasn't able to get. Rush, who's a great defender over there at third base. That ball kind of just ate him up, and now you got a runner at first base.
Let's look at this, though. When's the last time they played on grass and dirt?
This is not normal.
Been a while.
No, this is not normal. So the ball's going to take a couple different hops.
They're used to the synthetic dirt.
So now you got a runner at first base. Back to the top of the order with Evan Moritzen at the plate, left-handed batter. So righty on lefty here. First pitch is high, ball 1, 1-0. So McLaughlin over there at first base. McLaughlin here in the playoffs has been caught stealing 1 time. Next pitch is in there for strike 1.
So far for Sampson, 4 innings of work, 6 hits, 5 Ks.
So Sampson working on the stretch. McLaughlin, not much of a lead, but Sampson throws over to first base anyways here.
Only 57 pitches now. That is the thing that makes him so effective.
Sampson is so efficient. Here comes the 1-1 pitch by the Cougar. Fouls it back, 1-2.
His first strike capabilities keeps that pitch count down very low.
Yeah, Sampson has thrown 445 pitches in the playoffs. 306 of them have been strikes to 117 batters. He throws 69% of his pitches for a strike.
That's a good number.
Here comes a 1-2 pitch by the Cougar right-hander. Fouls it off. Do it again.
Mentioned one of the leaders in the Texas High School baseball strikeout totals. In fact, he's in like 5 categories. He's up in the top 20.
He is. Here comes a 1-2 pitch to the lefty at the plate. Hits it over the left field, over the third baseman's head for a base hit into left field. You got 2 runners on.
Now, error and a base hit.
Another one of those inside-out swings down the left field. And I got Jake Ernest coming to the plate, who's 1 for 2 with a single and a pop-out.
Ernest able to get aboard in his first at-bat, was left standing at second base.
Cougars leading 8-0 here in the top of the 5th inning. 2 runners on. Cougars have scored in every inning but the second inning. 3 in the first, 2 in the third, 3 in the fourth. That's how we're 8-0. But the Memorial with 2 guys on here at the moment. First pitch to Ernest is down low, ball 1. Jake Ernest at the plate. Jake Ernest here in the playoffs has been on fire, batting .581 coming into today's baseball game with 10 RBIs. Here comes a 1-0 pitch by Sampson. Inside for strike 1-1.
Pop up to the pitcher in his last at bat. We said was left at second base back in the first inning.
1 ball, 1 strike. Here's a pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
Got runners at second and first. Boone McLaughlin down there at second has a pretty good lead.
Runners on first and second. McLaughlin at second. Moritzen at first.
Hopkins trying to keep him close to the second base bag.
There's a right-hander Cougars pitch. Down low, 2-2. Hey, today's game brought to you by Texan GMC, Buick, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram. We hear you. 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs, runners on first and second. Memorial with an opportunity to put some runs on the board against C.J. Sampson. Jake Ernest back over, throw to second base. While Myers came back, that was way closer than it should have been to McLaughlin at second base.
McLaughlin was looking for catcher Hopkins, who's been kind of toying with him a little bit.
Catcher Hopkins, who we
Forgot
saw
about Myers
in the last game, was standing right next to the runner right there at second base, kind of standing side by side. So here's the 2-2 pitch by Sampson. Bouncing ball to Myers at second. He takes it, flips it to Hopkins for 1, to first. Safe.
Nope. Too fast down the baseline.
Nice play there by the defense of the Cougars, but the runner is able to get down to first base. That's going to bring up Tanner Durda to the plate.
So out number 1. But now you've got the runner in scoring position and a runner at first, or runners at the corners, first and third, and just 1 out.
So runners at first and third, 1 out here in the inning. Tanner Durda, right-handed batter, coming to the plate. Runners on the corners.
Top of the 5th. Again, McLaughlin reaching in that error by Rush.
Sampson set. Here comes the pitch. In there for strike 1.
Lorenza able to single to left field. Ernest reaching on the fielder's choice.
So Durda at the plate, right-handed batter. 1 for 2 in the game. He struck out in a base hit. 1 out. Cougars leading 8-0, top of the 5th inning. Next pitch way outside. 1-1. Thanks for joining us here tonight on the Legacy Sports Network. I'm telling you what, if you want to find out more about the Legacy Sports Network, go to lsnsports.com. Follow us on Facebook at LSN Sports, on X at Legacy Sports Net, and on Instagram at Legacy Sports Network. Next pitch hits it to right field. It's hit well. Nice play there by Gafford, but that's going to bring a run in. And Memorial puts a run on the board here in the top of the 5th inning.
Sacrifice fly. Able to tag the runner from third, and I was looking to see, I thought for a second he may have left early.
That was a good hit, but boy, Gafford out there in right field covers a lot of ground. This defense of the Cougars in the outfield not only can cover a lot of ground, they've got great arms out there as well.
So no shutout.
So here's Ethan Bayless to the plate for the Mustangs. Left-handed batter. He's 0 for 2, struck out and grounded out. Runner still on at first base for the Mustangs.
Quick throw that time by Sampson over to first, trying to keep the runner at first close to the bag.
So Sampson working on the stretch. First pitch in there for strike 1.
I don't blame him.
0-1. Coach Wylie, did you know that this Dell Diamond plays here tonight? That Michael Dell, who this ballpark is named after, went to Memorial and graduated in 1983?
I did not recall that. I think I remember hearing something about it.
He graduated.
There's a lot of people from Memorial with some, have done some terrific things, and Memorial's back to the old days. I mean, the original.
Here's a 1-1 pitch by Sampson. Fouls. 1-2.
In fact, we have a drive center down in Memorial, and I did some of my driving down there, and I'd say they have some nice houses over there.
Apparently, Michael Dell in the yearbook in 1983 was telling people that computers was going to be the big thing, but people didn't believe him. But now look at it. Dell Computers, and here we are at Dell Diamond.
Yeah, I appreciate them. They hired my daughter, so there you go.
There's a 1-2 pitch by Sampson. High, 2-2. Oh, yeah.
You should have asked him, hey, do you know Megan Wylie?
Well, that was not, you mean Michael Dell?
Yeah.
I don't know Michael Dell. I've just heard this great story here tonight from a fan.
I thought you met Michael Dell.
No. I heard this great story from a fan tonight who graduated with him in 1983. Here's a 2-2 pitch by the right-hander. Swing and a miss. Got him. And that is strikeout number 6 for C.J. Sampson of the Cougars. But the Mustangs bring 1 run on the board here in the top of the 5th inning. Tomball Cougars 8 and the Memorial Mustangs 1. We'll be back right after this on the Legacy Sports Network.
Legacy Sports Network, now celebrating 18 years of broadcasting excellence. We are your home for local high school sports coverage. Expect excellent audio and video production. Whether you're listening at home or at the game, find us at lsnsports.com. Legacy Sports Network, building a legacy one game at a time.
If you're tired of sorting through online directories and classified ads to find your perfect home, look no further than Elio Alanis and his team with the Alanis Real Estate Group. Elio is a local real estate agent in Houston and also a CE King alum, and he just wants to help you find the perfect home for your family. Ditch the stress of going to viewing after viewing only to be let down. Connect with Elio Alanis and the Alanis Real Estate Group. Go to wearehtx.com to learn more. The Alanis Real Estate Group, we are real estate.
Round Rock, Texas 2026 state championship here tonight. Can't say thanks enough to Texan GMC, Buick Chrysler, Dodge Jeep, Ram. We hear you for sponsoring us tonight, to be able to be here tonight, to bring you all this action on the Legacy Sports Network. Wherever you are around the country or around the world, find us on lsnsports.com. You can find out all great action from baseball, basketball, football, and football right around the corner. Legacy Sports Network. We're building the legacy one game at a time. Caleb Gafford at the plate takes ball 1, and we still have Ben Fuqua on the mound here to start the bottom of the 5th inning with the Cougars leading 8-1.
Give us some numbers here in a minute.
The second pitch down low, 2-0.
So for Tomball, right now they're 9 of 20 for a 450 batting average. Memorial is 7 for 21 with a 333 batting average.
Here comes a 2-0 pitch by the left-hander. Outside, 3-0 Gafford is the number 7. We're going to number 7, 8, and 9 hole hitters coming up for the Cougars here in the bottom of the 5th inning, leading 8-0.
Well, here's the number that jumps out. Tomball batting 400 with runners on.
3-0 pitch on the outside corner for strike 1.
6 for 15. Memorial is 3 for 11 for a 273 with runners on.
Memorial's already left 6 runners on base in this ball game.
6 for Memorial, 4 for Tomball.
3-1 pitch on the outside corner, strike 2. Gafford thought that was a ball. He was ready to walk down to first base.
Tomball with 5 pop-ups and 3 groundouts. Memorial with 5 groundouts and 2 pop-ups.
Fuqua, 3 balls, 2 strikes. The lefty on righty pitch. Bouncing ball. Fuqua's got to put his glove down at the mound, picks it up, flips it with the left hand over to first base, and that's the first out of the inning. Nice play there by playing his position there on the mound.
Is it ground out? So that would be the 6th ground out for the Cougars.
Here comes Daniel O'Brien to the plate. Daniel O'Brien.
Hit that big hit, didn't he?
Got that big hit.
And
on
1 for
his
2.
way to Hill Junior College. And that was kind of the big deal here that happened back in the 3rd inning when he got a base hit to right field to make this game 5-0.
Where is Hill Junior College? Mr. Geography.
I did not look that one up just to share with you. Thanks for calling me under the bus on that one.
No, that's not calling. That's throwing you.
You threw me under the bus on that one.
Was it a big bus or a short bus?
It's a short bus. I did look that one up before, but it's in Hillsboro, Texas.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, I've delivered it. I've sold in Hillsboro, Texas. So there's Hillsboro just off of Interstate 35 outside of Dallas between there and Waco. Next pitch reaches for it, goes foul.
So when you put a pool in a hill, is it tilted?
No, we make it so it's not tilted. We make it so it's good to
all
go.
the water would run out.
No, we don't tilt the pool, so no, that would be bad, Wylie. So no, we don't do
So
that.
no on the tilted pools.
No, that's a bad.
Put that in your memory.
Here's the 0-2 pitch to Bryant. Bouncing ball, foul down the left field line. 0-2.
Look at that big Cougar out there in the blue Dell Diamond scoreboard. They got a nice scoreboard here.
It's a gorgeous ballpark.
Making me hungry, though. They got Taco Bueno, Rudy's, Chicken Shack.
This ballpark started back in 2000. April 16, 2000. Ground ball to the second baseman, McLaughlin. Nice play by the second baseman. And throws him out.
Had to move a few feet to his left toward the first baseline. Second ground out of the inning.
So 2 outs. That's going to bring up Hunter Myers to the plate. Hunter Myers, 1 for 2 in the game.
Hey,
got
look
a
who's
base
flashing on the outfield fence. Our friends at Max Preps.
Max Prep Sports out there on the outfield side. A nice little digital reader board here tonight in this ballpark. This ballpark is home of the AAA Texas Ranger Baseball Club. First pitch to Myers is fouled. 0-1.
Saw my buddy Reed Ryan earlier today.
Yeah, you said that earlier. You want to keep talking about that? Is that what you wanted to do?
That's my highlight.
Get all excited that you got one of the Ryan people talking to you?
Yeah.
It's pretty cool, actually. You got to give
Next
that
goal
credit.
is to get Greg Swindell. Let's have to do a crab game.
So they've been playing the UIL State Baseball Tournament here since 2001. Next pitch fouled off.
Turned out to be a beautiful evening.
Beautiful ballpark here tonight and the evening here as well.
I am so glad that rain pushed through.
Yeah, we were a little nervous about that.
I was very nervous about that.
Wylie did not want to sit outside here tonight.
Did not want to, was not going to.
Here's the 0-2 pitch by the left-hander. In there, strike 3, got him looking. That's one of the best innings here for the Memorial Mustangs against the Cougar lineup.
That's the first 1-2-3 inning of the ball game.
They caught him looking. So, Cougars lead 8-1. We go to the top of the 6th inning. We'll be back right here on the Legacy Sports Network.
You know, to mentor a child, you don't have to be the most talented person in the world. To prove that point, we're here with 3 real-life mentors who are going to sing for us. Hit it, guys.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are.
Thanks, guys. That was awful. As you can see, you don't have to be perfect to mentor a child. You just have to be yourself, which, by the way, is pretty good.
Excuse me, we don't think we nailed it that time. Can we try it again?
Not a chance. Do good. Mentor a child. Call Save the Children toll-free at 1-877-BA-MENTOR. 1-877-BE-A-MENTOR.
A message brought to you by Save the Children and the Ad Council.
Top of 6th inning.
I was waiting for that
8-1.
text.
Cougars 8. Memorial Mustangs 1. Our good friend Becca, who does all
Guess
the
who's
stuff
back?
behind the scenes for us on the website, makes flyers. She's not a big fan of that commercial, but hey, we think that's a sponsor for us as well. All right, have to tell you, Wylie, from our executive producer, good old buddy Gerald Sanchez, Reed Ryan, he went to Alvin. That's the school Memorial beat earlier in the playoffs that was played at the other AAA baseball park, Constellation Field in Sugarland, the home of the Space. Who are they called?
Cowboys.
Cowboys.
Used to be the, what were they? Were they Sugarland?
I'm sure he's going to tell us since
what were they?
Our man
I
Gerald
couldn't believe they changed the name.
Sanchez behind the scenes. We'll give you that information here in a moment. So 8-1.
Sugar cubes.
Top of the 6th inning.
No,
Here
maybe not.
comes here comes Isaac Richardson, the 2-sport athlete, on his way to the University of Texas.
Sugarland Skeeters. Which
The
was, to
University
me, a
of
very
Houston, I
appropriate
should say.
name because you go there in June sometimes, there were some big skeeters biting you on the arm.
That's true. So C.J. Sampson still on the mound for the Cougars, leading 8-1 here in the top of the 6th inning. First pitch is down low, ball 1-0. Nolan Ryan and Reed Ryan from Alvin, Texas, just south of Houston, Texas. Been there quite a few times.
Talk about a nice football field.
Next pitch outside, 2-0.
Some nice facilities there in Alvin right now.
I put a couple nice swimming pools in that town as well. So
Were they tilted?
No. Houston's a much better market to put pools in. It's much flatter. Here's a 2-0 pitch by Sampson, fouled off by Richardson. 2-1.
I had a pool when I was living in Crosby. The unfortunate thing was right next to one of those gumball trees.
What? Gumball trees?
Yeah,
What's a gumball tree?
What do they call those with the big pointy things around? The stickers?
I don't know. Here's a 2-1 pitch by CJ. Check swing. Check down to first. He did not swing.
We had several pine trees. But then we had some other trees that had like these round with little pointy edges. And they would, if you step on them with your foot, they do hurt.
I can imagine. Here's the 3-1 pitch to Richardson. In there for strike 2.
If we have any botanist people out there listening, give me the name of those trees. We call them gumballs in Texas. Now, you're not from Texas, so.
No, I'm from Arizona.
They don't have trees in Arizona.
No, we have palm trees. Here's a 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Got Richardson.
Which is kind of a strange thing to have when you have no water.
Strikeout number 7.
I mean, where's the beach in Arizona?
We don't have a beach. We used to have a place called Big Surf, which was like a water park, like a beach, but it's not there anymore. It's gone. Here comes Halen
washed
Hines.
away.
Yeah. Halen Hines coming to the plate 0-2 in the ball game here tonight, playing center field. Cougars lead 8-1 here in the top of the 6th inning from Dell Diamond here in Round Rock, Texas State.
I'm gonna do some Google
Finals.
research here.
Here's a Sampson's right-hander's pitch. High, ball 1-0. C.J. Sampson on his way to Texas A&M, trying to go the full distance in this ball game here tonight to end his high school career from Tomball. Swing and a miss. 87-mile-an-hour fastball there by Sampson. 1-1.
Oh, here we go. The gumball tree is referred to as the American sweet gum tree. A large tree noted for its shape and size and shade.
So last week we talked about how to make Moroccans, and now we're talking plants here tonight.
We're doing gumballs.
We're doing gumball. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, no runners on. Cougars lead 8-1.
This is what sets us apart.
We go all over the map. Here comes the right-hander's pitch to Hines. Swing and a miss, got him. CJ is feeling it. You know what?
Back case.
We saw Sampson in the Rowlett series. He got stronger in that series in innings 5 and 6. I had a conversation with him, and he was dominant in that performance that we saw against the Rowlett Eagles. And I had a conversation with him, and he says, "Yep." He says, "I felt stronger too in those innings." He was on fire and dominant in that ball game.
Do you know what a sweet gum tree is used for?
Is it for gum?
No, it's actually to make veneer, plywood cabinets, and furniture.
Oh.
But you know what they're not good for?
Stepping on?
Houses that have pools.
Yeah, there you go. 0-1 pitch coming to. This is Manis at the plate. Left-handed batter. Next pitch is high. 1-1.
We did not have a pool cover was the problem.
You know what? I don't sell pool covers, but very few people have pool covers.
When you live in an area that's surrounded by trees, pine trees and gumball trees.
Here's 1-1 pitch. Popped it up high in the air. Nolan Rush, the third baseman's calling for it. He's got it.
Ooh,
wow,
low
he caught
catch.
that ball left-handed all the way at the dirt.
Down low.
That was a little...
Teammates giving him some jizz there. They're kidding him a little bit.
Yeah, the real question is, how does his dad feel about that catch?
That may be another conversation on the bus tonight.
I don't know about that catch. He caught that ball left-handed all the way at the dirt. But Cougars lead 8-1, bottom of the 6th inning coming up for the Cougars. We'll be back right here on the Legacy Sports Network.
Legacy Sports Network, now celebrating 18 years of broadcasting excellence. We are your home for local high school sports coverage. Expect excellent audio and video production. Whether you're listening at home or at the game, find us at lsnsports.com. Legacy Sports Network, building a legacy one game at a time.
Hello, this is Dr. Steve Hotze. Do you struggle with joint pain that makes everyday activities a challenge? You may have been told that surgery is your only option. God has given your body an amazing ability to heal itself. At the Hotze Health and Wellness Center, we offer regenerative joint therapy designed to help you tap into this ability and live pain-free. Call the Hotze Health and Wellness Center at 281-698-8698 to schedule your free consultation. That's 281-698-8698.
Round Rock, Texas, Dell Diamond 2026 State Baseball Championship brought to you today by Texan GMC, Buick Chrysler, Dodge Jeep, Ram. We hear you. And here comes CJ Sampson back to the plate. This is his fourth time up tonight. He is 2 for 2 with an intentional walk. Ben Fuqua still on the mound for them. First pitch swinging by Sampson, hits it in left field. Ernest is right there and makes the catch. 1 out. That might be CJ's last bat here in his high school career. Leading 8-1 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Here comes Keegan Fosdick to the plate, the right-hander sophomore for this ball club, who is 2 for 3, a double and a single. Keegan Fosdick, who has been nothing but amazing, was the MVP in the Marcus Marauder series last week. First pitch swinging 0-1. Fosdick last week in the series against the Marcus Marauders, he batted .583 with a home run in that series. 2 home runs for him in the playoffs. Bouncing ball to Fuqua at the mound. Nice play by him. Throws with the left hand over to first base and gets Bayless. 2 quick outs. Here comes catcher Hopkins, the senior on this ball club. Played 4 years. And this will probably be his last high school career at bat as well, on his way to Texas A&M with his good buddy CJ Sampson. He tonight is 0 for 2, 2 groundouts and got hit by a pitch. He's a switch hitter batting right-handed. Here's a pitch by Fuqua, bouncing ball over the left side. Fair! Goes over the third baseman. Hopkins rounds first. He took a big turn around first. Had to turn on the brakes quickly and comes back. But Hopkins is going to take his last high school career at bat with a base hit here tonight. So here comes Nolan Rush to the plate. Nolan Rush, who's been dynamite in this game here tonight. 2 for 2, 3 RBIs and a walk.
Thank you, Jimmy Walker.
And catcher Hopkins getting some of his gear back, going to hand it off to his coach there at first base. So the Cougars lead 8-1, 2 quick outs here to start the inning. CJ Sampson with a fly out to left field to Ernest. And then Keegan Fosdick, he grounded out back to the pitcher. And now here is Nolan Rush at the plate, takes first pitch for a strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Tomball Cougars 3 outs away from winning their second state championship in 3 years. Here's a lefty on lefty pitch. There goes Hopkins. He's going to steal his last opportunity in his high school career, and he gets down to second base easily.
Hopkins with good speed.
Catcher Hopkins is one fantastic athlete. He can play catcher, pitch, short, run. He's got such a great defensive, and that's going to be it for him. Here comes Landon Reynolds is going to run for him. They're going to flip out batting helmets, and catcher Hopkins is going to come back to the dugout. So Landon Reynolds is going to run here as a courtesy runner for catcher Hopkins at second base, with the Cougars leading 8-1.
Trying to take it back as they won it in 2024. Lost it last year in 2025.
And that one they beat Pearland in that one in 2024.
Lost to Kingwood last year.
2 Houston schools here tonight from Dell Diamond in Round Rock, Texas. Nolan Rush reaches for it, goes into left field. It's going to drop. Here comes Reynolds. He's going to score.
Base hit, RBI.
He reached for that ball. It fell into left field right in front of Ernest, and they put another run on the board. Tomball Cougars 9, Memorial Mustangs 1.
You want to say that one more time?
9-1.
I was looking for John Portman a while ago, but I couldn't find him.
Oh, about all these
He's
runs?
probably in hiding.
Yeah, because he didn't think there'd be a lot of runs scored in this game. Nolan Rush, what a great game today for Nolan Rush, Wylie. Nolan Rush tonight, he has gone 3 for 3 with 4 RBIs. You know what? That's great to see. Nolan Rush was struggling here in these last couple of games. Nolan Rush coming into tonight, he had been batting 154 in his last 4 games.
I will say for John, he hasn't seen Tomball as much as I have.
Now here's Corbin Cook at the plate. Corbin Cook took a strike 1, 0-1. Next pitch, swing and a miss, 0-2.
I have experienced the Tomball trauma.
You know what though? This is a different Tomball game here tonight, Wylie. They haven't been working walks. They've actually been hitting and getting base hits in this game. It's been a little bit different than what we have seen in these 9 games that we have watched. Here's the 0-2 pitch by the left-hander, outside 1-2. Usually these are the innings. Remember what you said last week, the 5th inning, where they brought 12 runners or batters across and they just worked walk after walk after walk.
Today they did in the 4th inning.
Today they have just been, again, dynamite. Thrown over to check on Rush over there at first base. Thanks for joining us here tonight on the Legacy Sports Network. Wherever you are around the country, stay with us for the 7th inning here from Dell Diamond in Round Rock, Texas.
Trying to keep the runner at first.
Left-hander's pitch, swing and a miss, got him. And that's the strikeout of Gafford, the 2nd strikeout for Fuqua.
And that will take care of the inning.
Now we're going to go to the top of the 7th. Tomball Cougars 3 outs away from winning their 2nd state championship in 3 years. We're going to find out more right after this on the Legacy Sports Network.
When life gets in the way, a work trip, family plans, or even bad weather, don't let your tickets go to waste. Quick Assist makes it simple. Your seats are listed on every major marketplace at the same time, saving you the hassle and putting money back in your pocket. Whether it's the NFL, NBA, MLB, NHL, or NCAA, we've got you covered. Download the app today by scanning the QR code on our website. Quick Assist, your ticket everywhere.
Follow us on Facebook, lsnsports.com, or go on X, Legacy Sports Net, or on Instagram at Legacy Sports Network, where you can find phenomenal high school action all season long. And tonight, the Tomball Cougars trying to make their own legacy here this evening with 3 outs remaining in this ball game, with C.J. Sampson still on the mound, leading 9-1, trying to end his high school career as a state champion.
Numbers for CJ thus far: 6 innings of work, 7 hits, 1 run that was not earned, 8 strikeouts. He has faced 25 batters and thrown 87 total pitches.
So, Wylie, we have moved. So here's what we have just done on the field. C.J. Sampson, the Texas A&M product, who's played 4 years here in high school for the Tomball Cougars, is going to throw to his buddy at the plate, catcher Hopkins, who's also going to go to Texas A&M. You have pitcher and catcher who have played 4 years for this ball club, trying to end the season with 3 outs. First pitch here to Dylan Norris is a strike 1. So catcher Hopkins goes to catch. Next pitch, fouled off. Do you see who they put over there to catcher at
I'm
short?
looking to see.
I want to say it's probably Hunter Heinrich is my guess. I can't see the number from here. 0-2 pitch coming to Dylan Norris, the catcher for the Mustangs. High, 1-2. Go ahead.
Bostic's at first. Hopkins is behind the plate. Sorrello's now playing third. Shortstop is Colton Angle, one of their other pitchers. Cahill is checked into the ball game to play second base. Rafford is in center. Left field is Brady Burrow, and right field is Caleb Gafford. So
wow, he moved all sorts of guys all over the place.
That's
here
what he does.
In the top of the 7th inning. But you got the 2 studs on the plate, on the mound. Here's the next pitch, high into center field. To center fielder, that's still Lane Bradford, and that's the first out of the inning.
That's what Coach Rush likes, to get those guys some experience. Because, you know what? This is their 3rd consecutive trip to state. And I'm going to say right now, I would not be shocked to see them back here next year.
Boone McLaughlin coming to the plate for the Mustangs. Down 9-1, 2 outs remaining. Got to give credit to this Memorial Mustang Baseball Club, who made it here with a interim coach. Here's a hit to left field. Right there to the left fielder, Burrow. Second out of the inning.
Tomball fans are on their feet.
Brooks Hack, the interim coach, who's a football coach, took over and got this ball club, the Mustangs, to the state championship here tonight. But the Cougars down to 1 out remaining. C.J. Sampson on the mound. Catcher Hopkins at the catching. Here's the pitch. High for strike 1. 0-1.
Right down the middle.
This is Maritzen at the plate. The last opportunity here for the Memorial Mustangs. Down 9-1. C.J. Sampson on the mound. Throwing to his buddy, catcher Hopkins at the plate. Here's the pitch. Pops it up, out of play.
I'm not going to be able to get to that one.
0-2. They're down to their last strike. The Mustangs are. The Cougars down to their last strike to win. No balls, 2 strikes. C.J. Sampson, the right-hander, on the mound.
You know he wants to end it with a strikeout.
No balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs. Here's the right-hander's pitch. High. 1-2. Overthrew that one at 90 miles per hour almost.
He wants to get this one with the K. How many would that give him?
Here comes the 0-9 pitch. Bouncing ball back to CJ. He's got it. Walks it to first. They win. The Tomball Cougars, the 2026 state champions.
And here comes the dog pile of all dog piles. Woof, woof. Bullpen coming in to dive. Cougar Nation, you have done it again.
Tomball Cougars, 2026 state champions for the 6A Division II. And what a way to end it with a bouncing ball to C.J. Sampson.
Poetic justice, you might
taking
say.
it to first base and ends the ball game here tonight from Dell Diamond. Tomball Cougars 9, Memorial Mustangs 1. What a amazing performance by the Tomball Cougars here tonight from Round Rock, Texas.
Memorial with 1 run on 7 hits. They had 3 errors, and they left 6 runners on base. Tomball with 9 runs, 11 hits. Did have 1 error, and they left 5 on base.
This is the 3rd baseball state championship in school history, 2 times now in the last 3 years. And the Tomball Cougar fan team is all over there at first base, giving hugs. The Cougar fans are all standing. What a great ball game here tonight by the Tomball State Cougars winning the 2026 Division 6A Division II state championship here tonight.
Teams will line up and shake hands, and we said it in that Oak Ridge series. One of those two teams would win state. Tomball bringing it home, bringing it back, as they say.
2013, 2024, 2026 with the head coach of this baseball club, Coach Doug Rush, winning it with his son playing third base. What a cool moment in history for this ball club and for Coach Rush to win a state championship with his son over there at third base.
A terrific job for Memorial, making it to a place they have not been before. Disappointment for sure, but hey, Memorial fans, you got nothing to be ashamed about. That Memorial Ball Club has done you very well.
Final score here tonight from Dell Diamond. Tomball Cougars 9, Memorial Mustangs 1. Coach Wylie and I will be right back here on the Legacy Sports Network.
Legacy Sports Network, now celebrating 18 years of broadcasting excellence. We are your home for local high school sports coverage. Expect excellent audio and video production. Whether you're listening at home or at the game, find us at lsnsports.com. Legacy Sports Network, building a legacy one game at a time.
Final score here tonight from Dell Diamond. Tomball Cougars 9 and the Memorial Mustangs 1. What a baseball game here tonight, Coach Wylie.
What an offensive showing it was for Tomball.
Pretty amazing ball game here tonight. They pretty much took advantage of this game, and they got to Spurdino quickly.
They got off to a quick start, didn't they?
And that's how this ball game took off. Tomball Cougars put 3 on in the first, 2 on in the third, 3 on in the fourth. Memorial finally put a run on the board in the fifth. And the bottom of the sixth, Tomball put another run in. The person, though, I would say tonight that was the main player of the game was Nolan Rush, head coach's son, Nolan Rush. 3 for 3. With 4 RBIs and a walk, and scored 2 runs in this ballgame.
And how good is that for him? Last year he was 0 for 2 as the DH. Comes back today and goes lights out.
Phenomenal. And C.J. Sampson, who pitched a 7-inning game, gave up 7 hits, 1 run, which was unearned, 8 strikeouts, faced 27 batters here tonight. Through 94 pitches, 65 strikes for CJ, who throws a complete game tonight against the Memorial Mustangs. Just amazing playoff run here. The only time they ran into any issues in the playoffs, Wylie, was against the Marcus Marauders in game number 1, who broke their streak. And the Cougars in the season 43-1-1, where the Memorial Mustangs in the season 34-8. And like you said, Coach Brooks Hack and the Memorial Mustangs need to be so proud that they did what they did. And Brooks Hack, an amazing performance by him to get the Mustangs to the state championship here tonight.
A lot of seniors on that Memorial Ball Club, but they have the tradition and the culture to continue to build what he has helped to continue.
Yeah, just to give some stuff, Matthew Manis of the Memorial Mustangs on his way to the University of Texas. Jake Ernest, who played left field tonight, on his way to the United States Air Force Academy. Isaac Richardson, the 2-sport athlete for the Memorial Mustangs, going to the University of Houston on a football scholarship. Then you also have on this ball club Ethan Bayless, who played first base tonight, going to Parrish Junior College. Then you also have Tanner Durda, who is on his way to San Houston State University. Grant Bernardino on his way to Oklahoma State University. Halen Hines, Angelina University. And Boone McLaughlin on his way to Millsaps College in Jackson, Mississippi. And then you got, what a phenomenal performance and great job by Brooks Hack, who made it so his seniors were the ones to get them to the state championship game when he took over at spring break, and to get here to take on the Tomball Cougars here tonight at Dell Diamond Ballpark. Tomball Cougars now have won the state championships in 2013, 2024, and 2026. And what a great job by Coach Nolan Rush to have CJ Sampson and catcher Hopkins to be the pitcher and catcher there in the top of the 7th inning after playing 4 years together, and then both on their way to Texas A&M University next season.
And we will have the banner up as they've already made it up, as Becca's already thrown out our banner for the 2026 state champion Tomball Cougars.
So
it's
cool.
been a fun ride.
It has been an amazingly fun ride. We're going to take one more quick break. Coach Wylie and I will be right back. We'll be back right here on the Legacy Sports Network.
Hello, this is Dr. Steve Hotze. Do you struggle with joint pain that makes everyday activities a challenge? You may have been told that surgery is your only option. God has given your body an amazing ability to heal itself. At the Hotze Health and Wellness Center, we offer regenerative joint therapy designed to help you tap into this ability and live pain-free. Call the Hotze Health and Wellness Center at 281-698-8698 to schedule your free consultation. That's 281-698-8698.
Buying or selling a home can be a bit overwhelming. That is where Alanis Real Estate Group steps in, with the help of CE King alum Elio Alanis. From the city to the suburbs and the greater Houston area, you can trust Elio Alanis. He'll work with you to find what best fits your needs, your goals, and more importantly, your budget. Elio Alanis has a reputation for exceptional customer service and making your home buying or selling experience a smooth transaction. Visit him on the web at wearehtx.com. The Alanis Real Estate Group. We are real estate.
Final score from Dell Diamond, where the Tomball Cougars are still celebrating on the field, winning 9-1 to be your 2026 state champions, 6A Division II here in the state of Texas.
As they say, tradition never dies in Tomball.
Well, Coach Wylie, final thoughts here tonight before we close this out?
I just said tradition never dies.
Tradition never dies.
They'll continue. I mean, such a young ball club, too. That's a scary thought for anyone that stands in their way. And I would say this, hopefully maybe next year the Oak Ridge Warriors are not in the same bracket as the Tomball Cougars.
What a cool story that Coach Rush does, has the seniors mentor the young players to help them to get to this spot here in the playoffs in the future. CJ Sampson, catcher Hopkins, Daniel O'Brien's able to get them to win here tonight in this 2026 6A Division II state finals. Coach Wylie, I've really enjoyed our time together here in the playoffs on this Tomball playoff run. It's been nothing but a lot of fun being with you, and greatly appreciate you being a part of this.
Run it back next year.
Run it back next year. We'll be here. Legacy Sports Network. You can find everything you want on the LSN Sports on Facebook, Legacy Sports Net on X, and Legacy Sports Network on Instagram. For our executive producer, Gerald Sanchez, our gal behind the scenes, Rebecca, who does everything with the website. For Coach Randy Wylie, my name is Jeff Kemps. Tomball Cougars 9, Memorial Mustangs 1, the 2026 state champions. 6A Division II. Have a good night. We'll see you in football season in 2 months.
You've been listening to Greater Houston Area High School Baseball on the Legacy Sports Network. Copyright 2026.